I figured it out myself this time. Silo. Hello. No, I figured it out. You didn't need to tell me I was muted. I figured it out myself, okay? I didn't even need to see it, all right? Look, I'm doing good. I'm doing the thing. There was a light, and there was a light, and it was still on, and I was like, oh, why is the light still on? I've started streaming. But hello! Happy Friday. It's a Friday, right? It is a Friday. Yeah. She's learning. You can teach an old dog new tricks. See? But hello, I hope everyone is doing well today. I am surely alive. I'm alive. Should I be alive? I don't know. That's a question. I'm sure that this has happened to some of you guys, you know? I feel like this has happened to some of you guys before. Have you ever, like, slept and then you woke up and ow, and then as you've been sleeping, you've somehow managed to, like, pull a muscle or, like, trap a nerve or, like, you know? Whatever the fuck that is. Yeah, because I've got a fun little death spike, it feels like, driven between, like, it feels like it's like between the ribs underneath the scapula, but like if I push there after I like move my body, I'm like I can feel the exact place that the muscles are angry. And so if I can tilt my head this way, but I can't. This is as far as I can go to the right. Ow, that. And I keep forgetting. So, you know, that hurts. But we're here and it's fine, and yes. And Slime King's Lipa, welcome back to the Tricksters. Happy 3 months. Happened to you too when you slept on your neck wrong. Yeah, I do be a side sleeper without a, ow, Jesus fucking Christ, without a side sleeper pillow or anything. So I it's not too infrequently that I fuck up my neck and back or things like that just by sleeping wrong, and this one, it's not terrible. It just hurts when I move in the wrong way, because I kind of like forget, and turning my head is perfectly fine. Like, I can turn my head. It's the tilting that gets me, and I like to tilt my head. So every once in a while, you're probably just gonna hear like an ow, and that'll be exactly what that is. Your neck and your back are still fucked up from how you sleep. Yeah. You can literally pull your calf muscle trying to crack your ankle. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I can make my foot cramp on command. I feel like that's like the world's worst talent. But someone was trying to show someone, I don't even fucking remember who it was, trying to show someone how to like, I think it might have been one of the Gen 5 girls, was trying to like show someone else how to like stretch their foot after like standing and walking, and you like curl your toes under and like roll over on top of your foot. Anyway, and I was like, oh, if I do that, I can give myself like muscle spasms and cramps on my foot. And they were like, what the fuck? And I was like, yeah. And then I did it, and of course I got muscle spasms and cramps on my foot. So I was like, yay. Woohoo! I don't know why that happens, but yeah, if I curl all my toes and then I point them, I don't know why I fucking did that. You guys can't fucking see my foot. Essentially, I could never be a ballerina even if I wanted to. So if you go up like onto point, essentially, if you know anything about ballet, that if I do that with my feet, it like will automatically like cramp and spasm, and I just have to like push down really hard as I like step to make it go away. Hello, Roa. Hello. Yeah. No, I can't. I could never be a ballerina, even if I wanted to. Hart was very disappointed in that because she was a dancer. Macaroni. I do have some macaroni with me because I was gonna eat it earlier, but it was too hot to eat, and now it's an okay temperature to eat, but now I'm like, I don't know if I want to eat macaroni. And hello, Roa. I love you. Ow. Macaroni, yum. Yum. Microwave macaroni. Ow. Delicious. Yeah. So I ate a cake earlier too. A small cake. It was a very small cake. I sent a photo to the girlies in Oracle. I don't think Ro has seen the cake either. I went out because like the day started a little silly. The day started a little silly, hee hee ha ha. Not the good kind of silly, hee hee ha ha either. It was, the kind of day. I'm sure you know the kind of day. It was just, not the best kind of day. So I was like, I'm gonna go for a walk and I'm gonna go get some delicious food. So there's this one food truck that always parks like decently close to where I live. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna go get food from the food truck. I'm gonna treat myself. I'm gonna go get some food from the food truck. So I walked over there and the food truck wasn't there. And I was like, why not? This is my day. This was supposed to make my day better. Why is the food truck not here? So I opened Google and I was like, okay, well maybe they just moved because there was like an event in the area, and so I opened Google and I went to go look, and it was like, oh yeah, okay, they're still here, but they're like a 15-minute walk down the road. And I was like, okay, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. I can do that. And so I did. I took the 15-minute walk down the road to look for my food truck. Got to where it said the food truck was gonna be. Food truck was not there. What was there was a Tim Hortons. So I gave up and I just ate that instead, which was not great. It was not great. So I was sad, and so I went all the way home. But on my way home, I was like, oh, but there is like a dessert place around that I've been meaning to try. And Donut Boy, thank you for joining the membership. Welcome on in. Yay. But so I went to the dessert place and I was like, okay, like this should be, I'll get a little guy, I'll get a little cake for myself. And I went, and so many of them were sold out, guys. So many of the cakes were sold out. But I did get a cake. And here, I'll show you the cake. I'll show you the cake. I think that should be fine. Staff can bonk me if they want to later. I think it'll be okay. Let me just make sure that there's nothing in here. Yeah, it's fine. This is the cake I got. This is the cake I got. It's just a little guy. Just a little guy. So I got this little cake and I sent it to the Oracle girlies and I was like, tee. They start bad, but now I have cake, and cake makes day better. And they were all like, yay, cake, woo, cake, woo.
Welcome.
One of them asked, what the fuck is that? To which, it is what it is. And Doom King, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you. I appreciate it. What, the duck? Right? I couldn't tell if it was a duck or a chicken. But yes, if you did get a gifted membership from Doom King, welcome on in. And please do make sure to thank our lovely Doom. We do have a membership stream tomorrow. If you like Minecraft, then that might be good luck for you. Yeah. So I'm not sure if it's a duck or a chicken. At first, I was kind of like, it kind of seems like I'm gonna be eating. Am I eating Kana? Is this VTuber on VTuber violence? I wasn't sure. But it's, it is what it is. So I sent a second photo to the girls as I started eating this cake, and they were much less appreciative of this photo than of the first photo. They didn't like this one nearly as much. But this, I thought it was good, right? It's just a good cake, it's a good little cake. Yeah. So I stopped taking pictures of the cake after that, but It's fine. It's fine. No, it's not Kana. It's fine. I love Kana. She's so cute. She's so cute. Yeah. He was innocent. Look, he was melting in the heat, okay? He was melting in the heat, and I got him to make me feel better after the day didn't start well and the food truck wasn't there. And so I had a silly little guy that was delicious, okay? I had a silly little guy that was delicious. Although now I really want salty food, which is why I made myself some macaroni. Because it was a lot of sweet, because I also opened the other monster that I have. Ow. Because I got home, because I was like, I'm not gonna buy coffee while I'm out. I've got coffee at home. And it turns out I don't, in fact, have coffee at home, and I have to go to the store again tomorrow. So... it is what it is, I guess. It is what it is. And Chubbs, Lieutenant Chubbs, thank you for the gifted membership. Thank you, I appreciate it. Oh, you got Pat, nice. And it was a good cake. It was a mousse cake, like peach and raspberry, and it said Earl Grey, but I did not taste the Earl Grey. I did taste the peach and raspberry though, so it was essentially just like a fruit-flavored mousse cake. It was quite good. It was quite good. Yeah. Yum. Also, if you are a member and you haven't seen the community post yet, tomorrow's membership stream at 4 p.m. PST is going to be a Minecraft stream. I have decided we're gonna play some Minecraft. But it is a Minecraft stream that if you also enjoy modded Minecraft, you can join in on. So I posted the exact mod that we're going to be playing tomorrow in the community post, which I believe is like like mustard virus or something. I've linked it, I promise. Originally it was supposed to be the 1.17 version, but it's actually going to be the newest one that apparently has a map built into it, so that's fun. It is a zombie apocalypse one. Apparently they start slow and not very great, and then they get faster and they mutate as time goes on. I am absolutely heckin' ready to die 12 million fucking times. I have no idea how this mod pack works. I am I wanted to set something silly up. What mod loader are you using for the mustard virus mod? I don't think it super matters as long as you have it. The link that I posted was to the CurseForge version, just because that's the app that I tend to use for modded stuff for Minecraft, just because it's got a whole lot of stuff on there. But yeah, if you get the mod pack, technically you could use it with any app. Doesn't really matter. Yeah. You can tell her monitor is on the right side. See, that's the funny thing. Where I'm looking exactly right now is where chat actually currently is. The problem is when I'm gaming, chat goes on that monitor. And so I have a habit of looking over to the left monitor. Even when I don't need to, because I go to think to myself like, oh yeah, I'm gonna read chat, and then I look over, and I don't need to be looking over there because chat is currently right in front of me. It's a problem. It is what it is. Okay, if I have you guys like here, then you're like right behind where I'm like, you know, it's all just muscle memory. I try to mute myself when I'm clearing my throat at work. It doesn't work like that in reality. I can't just reach over and hit a button to fucking mute myself. So doesn't really matter. It's all good. Yeah. Neck turn. I can turn my neck. I just need to not do this because that's as far as I can angle and like they can do it. Yeah, it is what it is. Ow, Jesus fucking Christ. Sorry. Yeah. I'm gonna try to book like an appointment with my massage therapist or something. Will that actually happen? I don't know. It's the weekend. I feel like they're probably They're probably decently busy, so I don't know if anyone's going to show up. Or if they're gonna have an opening, rather. I think everyone's gonna show up, is what I meant. Yeah. So I don't think that I'm gonna be lucky enough to have someone not show up to their appointment so I can show up and butt in. So it is, you know, we do as we do. Maybe I'll try to find some like muscle relaxants and or painkillers later. Depends on how bad it gets, though. It's not too bad. Like, I don't notice it until I do something stupid and I move in the way that I shouldn't be moving right now, because I'm me and I forget. So yeah, you know. Warm shower? Yeah. Ever tried icy hot? Yeah. Yeah. But that's not exactly the thing. That is not exactly the fix that will work for this particular set of me doing dumb things. Tanuki body is just dumb and crinkly, and things get stuck in places they're not supposed to be. And is that my own fault because I consistently sit and sleep at weird angles? Yes, it is. It is no one's fault but my own. But we're here, so we have to deal with it. Someday, maybe I'll sit properly, or I'll exist in proper manners. But you know, that day is probably not today. I say that, but I am actually currently sitting decently upright. I'm sitting decently upright. I am crisscross applesauce, but I'm not like hunched over in perfect gaming posture at the moment, you know? I'm not like, you know, knees up to chest, a little shrimpy guy. So, someday, but not today. Exactly. Topical isn't great for neck things. Yeah, so this is like, it feels like just like there's like a nerve impingement or something somewhere, as well as like the muscle just being angry. Yeah, because it has a fun shooty pain. Very good, very fun. Not for realsies, but you know, we're gonna say that as if it's like, you know, a perfectly normal, perfectly fine thing. Do you have a warm compress bag thing? I do have a barley bag somewhere. Do I know where? No. It used to be behind me. It used to just chill on a thing behind me, but I don't see it there. So the answer is technically I own one, but I don't know where it is. So essentially I don't own one. Yeah. It's kind of like, I guess it's like the... Oh, what was it? Schrodinger's barley bag. Yeah, It exists, but also it doesn't exist, because I don't know if it actually exists or if I've just lost it somewhere, you know? If I look around my apartment, will I probably eventually find it? Yes, but will I also possibly not find it? Yes. So, theoretically, I own a barley bag, but I don't actually know, so... I'm not gonna bother trying to look for it, just in the off chance that it's not around somewhere. I'll probably look for it later, honestly. After stream, I'll probably like take a warm shower and go for a walk to the store, because I don't really have any food in the house anymore. This package of macaroni was kind of the last thing that I had around. So I'll probably end up going to like a corner store and picking up some snacky food, so that when I go to like grocery shop on Sunday, probably not tomorrow because I've got 2 streams tomorrow, but on Sunday, then like at least I'll have food to tide me over until then, right? Things appear when you don't need them, disappear when you do need them. Yeah, right? It's the worst. It's terrible. No night eating in the I don't night eat in the garbage. I don't night eat in the garbage. I night eat from the corner stores. And KR, thank you for this soup. I appreciate it. Barley and actual food fund. I will buy something green when I go to the store just for you, okay? I'll buy something, maybe not green. Maybe I'll get carrots. Do carrots count? Carrots are kind of healthy. Or like shepherd's pie. I could get like a pre-made shepherd's pie that has veggies in it, like chopped up carrots and peas and stuff. Does that count as actual food? You don't have corner stores that are like garbage? Ow. I mean, I do, but I don't generally go to those ones. I go to places, I mean, I say corner store, it's not, there are corner stores that sometimes I'll go to, but there's also like a couple of stores that are, they've got pretty good selection, but they're like 24 hours. I say corner store just because in my brain, that's what's open 24 hours. Yeah. Pizza has veggies in it too, surely. Not really the kinds that I will usually get unless I don't get a Hawaiian pizza and I get like mushroom and onion pizzas or something. Yeah, because if I get like a chicken pizza, then I usually get it with like mushrooms and onions and peppers and things like that. But if I just want like a normal, to me, pizza, then I'll just get a Hawaiian pizza. I mean, unless you count the tomato sauce as being vegetable, which sometimes I do, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes, you know, every once in a while you want to say like, oh, like pizza's the perfect food because it's got everything on the food pyramid, right? You've got your tomato sauce as your vegetables. You got Hawaiian, like the pineapple on a Hawaiian pizza as the fruit. You've got your wheat in the crust. You've got your dairy in the cheese. And you've got your meat with the ham. Therefore, a Hawaiian pizza covers every single thing that you could possibly ever need on the food pyramid. And I like to think about that every once in a while. And sometimes when I do get a Hawaiian pizza, I will just tell that to myself. I'm like, you know, sure, this is a treat. You know, we're treating ourselves, but also, technically, it covers all the bases, you know? There's nothing wrong with that, nothing wrong with that. A margarita pizza sounds yummy, really? Isn't margarita pizza essentially just a cheese pizza? Isn't that just essentially a cheese pizza? I don't know. You had pizza last night, but you're hungry for pizza again. I mean, to be fair, pizza's heckin' delicious, and there's lots of different kinds, right? Like, there's a place around that delivers, like a butter chicken curry pizza, very good. Or like, there's another place that I get like a white sauce-based pizza rather than a tomato sauce-based pizza, and that's the one that I was talking about with like chicken and onions and peppers and mushrooms, and that one's really good too. And yeah, there's a lot of different pizzas around that I think are delicious, so I do regulate my pizza intake. I'm allowed to have one large pizza, or if there is a 2-for-1 deal, I'm allowed to have 2 because it's cheaper. Pizzas a month, that's it. I don't let myself have more than that because they're not I'm not supposed to have cheese. So, it's a great way for me to like fuck up my body if I have like that much cheese in one sitting. Cause I've told you guys before, like my cheese allergy is like connective tissue joint issue sort of allergy. So, or if I'm lucky, I'll just get like itchy rashes. So I don't often go for like cheese things, unless it's like fake cheese, like shit cheese, or there's only a small amount of it. So like mac and cheese, there's so little like actual cheese in this shit that like it doesn't really do anything. I'll just be a little bit, maybe a little bit achier. Usually it won't even be that. Maybe my skin will just decide to be sensitive for the day or something. But yeah. But I don't often eat, like heavy dairy and cheese things as much as I really like them. Yeah, I don't know. No, it's not like, so like the connective tissue and joint are like separate things. I mean, sometimes they can go together, but generally speaking, separate things. Yeah. But it's not too bad. Like I've said, I wouldn't be out here like fucking eating dairy and eggs if it was like really, really bad, or like if I was like fucking falling apart. It's just a little bit of bonus pain or like uncomfortability or like itchy or things like that. Yeah, it's never like debilitating because I mean, I feel like if it ever got to the point of debilitating, I would just like, I wouldn't do it anymore. I'm too much of a baby to deal with that. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I can deal with like some pain, but if I were to like, yeah, like if it was like bad enough that I wasn't able to like get up and walk around or anything like that, I wouldn't fucking deal with that. And Chief Spartan, thank you for the soup. I appreciate it. What can you tell us about V&U Universe Season 2? Not a ton. Probably not much more than I've already said. So you guys already know that V&U Universe Season 2 is coming out just over a week. I believe it was the 16th, right? Was it the 16th or was it the 15th? Either way, just over a week from now is V&U Universe Season 2, which is going to heavily feature the Oracle girlies in Gen 3, which obviously I am biased. Gen 3. Yes, we worked hard on it to try to make sure that everything came out well, and I hope that you guys think it's just as silly tee-hee ha-ha as we did when we were going through everything. And yeah, that it's, you know, it's not the last you'll see of us either. But it was quite fun to do. It was quite interesting to figure out. I think for Jesus fucking Christ. I think for a lot of the girlies, it was the first time they'd really ever done like VA stuff. Not for everyone, obviously, but for some of the girlies, they'd never really done that kind of a like recording thing before. So I think it was a really neat experience for everyone to like get to try that, because that's obviously not something that's like a thing that's really, really common to be doing. But yeah, it was really fun. They're all just silly. If you've watched season 1, which was the Gen 1 and 2 senpais, it's just silly little like what happens in the office, things that we do when we're not hanging out with you guys, or things that happen when we're all just chilling together. So yeah. So it's just a lot of silly fun, and we do hope you guys enjoy it. And there may be another surprise. You'll just have to wait and see. Yeah. But yes, I'm really hoping that you guys enjoy it. Yes. I'm hoping that you guys do enjoy it. Yes. Yeah. I can't wait to see the episodes finalized either, because we obviously know the script. We've read it all. We've had to go through that when we were recording it. We have all the lines for all the girlies. We know what the base of each episode looks like, right? But we've not actually seen everything put together. We've not actually seen everything finished. I think so. I feel like a lot of the girls are going to be really, really excited about it too, because I know I am. I'm going to be watching everything like as they come out for sure. Yeah, because I really I don't know. I have no idea what the end product is going to be, and I'm gonna heckin' cry if I like overacted everything. You know, like if I went like really ham on stupid parts and everyone else was just like doing their own little thing, which is not gonna happen. I actually didn't do that. I just didn't. I just chilled on it. But like, you know, there's always the worry, like even if you did go into it and you didn't, because like we don't get to hear each other. We have no idea as to what's going on, or like if I was way too loud or I echoed or something and I didn't notice, and like I don't know what's gonna happen. So we'll see. I'm very excited to watch everything. You haven't seen the final product? No, we haven't seen them. And Dontavius, thank you for the congrats, and I hope you have a good night. I hope you get a lot of sleep. Yes. But yeah, no, it is a surprise for everyone. It is. So just like you guys are gonna see them for the first time as they come out, so are we, unless for some reason they show us them next week, in which case I will not be waiting. We all know exactly how patient I am, and that is not at all patient. I am 0% patience. If they send me the files so that I can watch the episodes, I will be watching the episodes. There is a 0% chance of me waiting. Apologies. Yeah. But yeah, I'm really heckin' excited to see everything. And for those of you who are really confused and you have no idea what the heck V&U Universe is, it is a series of 3D animated shorts that our parent company puts out, well, that V&U puts out through, I guess, technically the parent company. And they're just silly little things that are what myself and my gen mates and the senpai and eventually the kohai go through in our like day-to-day life. Just some silly little peeky windows. If you could hack it from somewhere, I'm sure you would. I would, man. Back in the day before they knew I was super nosy and I had access to everything. They've closed everything, guys. They've closed everything. Man, back when I could figure out how exactly how tall the kohai were before we even knew what their names were. you know, those were the days. There's no trash cans involved in the daily life of a Tanuki. Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about. There's no trash cans involved at all. No. I don't know. I have no idea what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about. Here's the link to the trailer of the second season of V&U Universe. Thank you, Zatsupan. I will pin that. So if you are interested in seeing that trailer and you haven't seen it yet, it's quite fun. Wait, actually, can I actually put that up there today? Maybe I can put that up today. I think I can put that up today. Wait, let's change to over here. And then I do this. That wasn't what I wanted. That wasn't what I wanted at all. Where's the one that I use for... We're going back here. I thought that was the one that I always use for, when I did watch-alongs and stuff. But I guess it wasn't. I guess it wasn't. That's sad. But it can be. It can be if I just... Oh, maybe I edited it for when we were doing, Slitherio. I probably updated it for Slitherio. Okay, that makes sense. All right, and then I need to make audio. And I turned that one on. All right. Oogie. Let me just chill in the corner for a second. And then I turn that music off. And I turn this music on. It didn't work. Why didn't it work? You couldn't hear that at all. Why couldn't you hear that at all? Properties. V&U Universe. Look at the echo. Oh god. I've seen so many people already screenshot the little bit of Kokone Senpai raising Meeta up and shaking her. So yeah, there you go. It is being released on the 16th. Okay, I was right the first time around. So 1 week and 2 days from now. 1 week and 2 days from now. Yes, 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 yes. So I'm so heckin' excited, man. I'm so heckin' excited for that to come out and for you guys to all see the hard work that we've been doing and everything that's going on with that, because it has been fun. It's been fun. Yeah. Kokone shaking Meeta. Yes. It's beautiful. I think everyone absolutely adores that one particular the one particular frame. Yeah. Yes. So yeah. Animation reminds you of Ruby. I mean, yeah, I guess it's also like 3D animation, so that makes sense. Gotta go back to work. Have a good day at work, Doom King. I hope the rest of it is good. I hope it's good. I hope it's not too bad. I hope it's not stressful or anything and you've got good times. Yes. Meeta's shockingly short. You thought she was much taller? What do you mean? You know exactly how tall Meeta is. What? Everyone knows that Meeta's tiny. I mean, she's not like the tiniest. She's not the shortest person in V&U, but she is 4'5". Meeta is 4'5". She's 139 centimeters tall. She's not the smallest of Gen 3 Blackbeard. That's Echo. That's Echo. Echo is the one who's the shortest. Yeah. Meeta is baby size though. So, yeah. And I think the way that Echo likes to say is that she could get put into a taller body if she wanted to. So like it's fine. It's perfectly okay. Yeah. But yeah, I think Echo is 1 centimeter shorter. Yes. When Coco shook Meeta, could Meeta's one brain cell be heard rattling around? I don't know. You'd have to ask Kokone-senpai. I feel like it would be much too quiet a sound if you were standing far away like the rest of us particularly were. Echo can say she's small by choice. Yes, exactly. And that's exactly what she does. She says it's to make the humans underestimate her because she is in fact the greatest and most fearless leader of all time. And if she's going to take over, well, you know, you have to make sure you give yourself a handicap when you're so much better than everyone, right? And Echo is just absolutely fantastic, so. Oracle has 2 clusters of height. Suri, Echo, and Meeta are tiny and close to each other. Maeve and Oracle. I see how it is. Are close to each other and slightly less tiny. Yeah. I imagine it sounds like shaking a spray can. I don't know about shaking a spray can. Your single brain cell would have to be like pretty dense at that particular point, I'd feel like. Oh, I also have left us. I've left us in the silence. There we go. And rock on. Thank you for the soup. Oh, not soup. Well, welcome back to the Palm crew. Thank you for 8 months. Yes. You want to know what you were trying to pitch to the V&U team? That's what I'm curious about. I mean, you'll see. You'll see. Somewhat sleepy in your defense. Sorry about calling you Oracle. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay, we continue to eat the cold macaroni. Oh. Yeah. It's nowhere near as good when it's cold. But I know I should still finish it. It's not very good, though. You wonder if there's gonna be a beach episode? I don't know. Is this a Yap stream or a game stream? Both. Both. In general, my streams always kind of start as a Yap session and then move into a game. So if there's a game in the title, if it doesn't just say Zatsu or just chatting or something similar to that in the first set of brackets, that is always the name of the game that we will be playing. But Yeah, there's generally speaking a minimum of half an hour of listening to me talk about random bullshit before I start the game. So, but yeah, I don't too often do like solo only chatting streams. I've been doing them a little bit more, but like for example, the last stream that we did, I think, was just chatting, and it was just me talking about my vacation and like off-kai and hanging out with the girls at an off collab. Yeah. Although off-kai, man, the more I see that there's girlies that I didn't get to see because they couldn't say that they were at off-kai beforehand, and I couldn't say that I was at off-kai beforehand. I was so sad. I've seen so many girls now that I'm like, I wish I could have known, but we can't, and it's. I mean, there's of course personal preference in terms of like people who didn't announce it afterwards either, because I know that there were some girls who went but like haven't said it all. But for those of us who have said afterwards, generally yeah, we most of us probably would have said beforehand too, but like we are not allowed. We'll put it that way. We're simply not allowed to say beforehand, and that kind of is how corpo life exists, you know? Like Cyo, the stealth dinosaur. Yeah, I was so sad. I love Cyo, man. We've been chatting. I shared some cursed facts with her, and she shared some things with me. And then she sent me a video, and it was great. It was really, really cute. I'm glad. I'm hoping that I'll be able to talk to Cyo more, because I really like being able to talk to her. And yeah. Same thing with Daya. I haven't been able to talk with Daya as much because they're all so busy now that they've debuted, and I'm like, oh, but they're so cute, man. They're all doing so well. I'm so heckin' proud of them. I'm so heckin' happy that they're doing well. And thank you so much for this super KRMB. I appreciate it. Y'all rock. Fucking Uno reverse. Y'all rock. That's, oh my god, that's like my go-to thing. If anyone says anything nice about me, I'm just like, haha, Uno reverse. You can't argue with that. It's in the rules. Yeah. Pixelcron has such lovely girls. Yeah, they're so cute, man. I'm so heckin' happy that they're doing well and that everyone loves them because so good. I love them. They're so fun. Yeah. I think that like, I'd say the ones that I watch the most are probably Daya and Cyo. Just in part because of like when they stream, it means that it's easier for me to catch. For example, I love Kana. She's so heckin' cute. I love her so much. Her content is so cozy and warm and inviting. But I'm not often awake at that particular time. So, rippin' pepperoni to me, I suppose. I just have to watch the VODs. But yeah, when I'm at work or I'm chilling, I do try my best to catch like Cyo and Daya and cheer them on because they're doing so. I know that they're not my kohai, okay? I get that they're not my kohai, but they're so cute, man. I feel the same way, of course, with all of my own kohai and even some of the senpai. I'm like, oh, they're so cute. Oh my god. And the same thing with all of my gen mates. And you guys, I'm sure you guys are absolutely sick and tired of that now, but help, step senpai, I'm stuck. Yeah. I don't know. I'm always so happy to watch other VTubers like do well, you know? Just because I feel like everyone works so hard, and you guys see when we come and hang out, and you guys get to hang out with us, and that's fantastic, and like we all love it, otherwise we wouldn't fucking be here, right? That's kind of just in general how that works. But I think everyone works so hard behind the scenes to like get everything done and prep for all the things that are going on and like figuring out the games and trying to like make sure that it's content that everyone's going to enjoy, and it's like, I'm so glad that the people who are working so hard are doing well, and obviously I want that so much for my girlies too, because there's so much stuff going on, and you guys are gonna. I'm so excited for everyone to like see things. And I mean, one of Suri's things was announced at the panel, and she's posted it a little bit on Twitter as well. So she's got a specific event coming up pretty soon as well, and I'm excited for that, guys. She's been planning for that so hard and for so long. And oh my god. So I'm always so happy to watch all of the girlies who are working so hard behind the scenes do so well. Just in general, when it comes to like people enjoying their streams, it makes me so fucking happy. God damn. They could be your honorary kohai if you marry one of the Pixel Start girls. God, just in general, Pixel just has the cutest fucking girls, okay? They're just, I heckin' love Lottie. I love Lottie. I need to talk to Lottie more. She's so heckin' cute, and Mew is so heckin' cute too. Oh my god, I've only really briefly gotten to like chat. Like I've had a couple of collabs where Mew has been in them as well, and she's so cute. Oh my lord. And Chiaki as well is so sweet. I haven't had a ton of time to talk to her either, but she's always been super nice anytime that I have talked to her, and it's just fantastic. It makes me so happy. And Rocky obviously as well is like very cute, very hardworking. She has an incredible singing voice. So I'm really glad to see that the both the newest gen and like the original like founding fathers of Pixel Link are doing well, and that they all get along, because like that's also always something that I think is incredibly important, is that like, you know, the new gens don't just vibe with themselves, they vibe with everyone else. And I think that that's great. And Pixel's done that, and everyone seems to like just vibe so fucking well. And it makes me so heckin' happy, man. It just makes me so happy. I feel the same way with like V4 Mirai and the newer gen, and the way that they interact with the other girls is so fucking cute. I just cannot, okay? And yeah, so, you know. Yeah, anyone who's been an informant for a hot second already knows that I'm just a VTuber simp, alright? But I'm always so proud, and I get to see the girls behind the scenes, and they're so excited that like everyone loves what they're doing, and like it's so precious. And really that's all I want, is for them to like do well and be happy. Which is dumb, I know, okay? Don't worry about it. So many newish people working hard. Yeah, been watching Nova, Bonnie, Rhubarb. I'm really sad I haven't been able to really watch like a lot of the new Globy girls, cause EU time zones, and I generally don't do mornings. So the only time that I'm able to catch them is if I've got like a plan or something that I have to be awake in the morning, so I can watch them while I'm like on my way to do whatever it is. Yeah, so I don't often get to watch them, and that makes me kind of sad, because they are fantastic as well. Yeah, talk about Yumi. I fucking love Yumi. You guys already know that. I heckin' love Yumi. Oh my god. Given your wholesomely cursed nature, what do you think about the VLR? Oh, the VLR girlies, I haven't really super been able to check a lot of them out, because they did debut while I was off at Offkai, but I have lurked in a good number of their streams. Yeah. So a couple of them have had their like first ASMR streams out the gate already, and I may or may not have lurked in a couple of those. And then I know that, oh god, what was she playing? What was she playing the other day? There's been a couple of horror games that have been played, and I'm like, I can watch this, and then I watch for like 5 minutes, and I'm like, I can't watch this. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I can't do it. I tried. I did my very best. I tried, but it was not good enough. Yeah. But I have been meaning to make sure that I can check them out just a little bit more. Like I know that I think Mercy today was supposed to be streaming. is she doing art today? I don't know. I do have them on my page. I have them all like marked as so. So I have a thing where like when girls are in just post. Just after debut, I try really hard to try to like make sure I catch a good number of streams just so I can kind of figure out what kind of things they enjoy playing and like things like that. But I haven't really been able to coming back right now because I've been a little heckin' busy. But you know, it is what it is. Because Meon's announcement as well. Strani was playing RuneScape earlier. Really? RuneScape, that's so fun. I love RuneScape. I do know that. Oh God, what's her fucking name? Is that Strani? I don't know all of their names perfectly yet, and that's gonna absolutely fucking kill me. I'm going to just die. I haven't had the time to figure it out yet. Oh, it is Strawberry. Okay, no, she was streaming, I think it was Assassin's Creed for like fucking 12 hours the other day or something, and I was like, nice. Nice. Yeah, so that was one of the streams that I was lurking in as well. I've caught Immy's ASMR, I caught some of Shibi's. I've lurked in a couple of Mercy's streams, one of Azura last night. I don't think I've been able to catch any of Icy's lives yet. I think Icy streams in the morning is why I haven't been able to, because she is on my list of like, I always have like notifications right after debuts for girlies. So, but I haven't been able to catch any of her streams yet, so I feel like she must be a morning streamer. Yeah. Yeah. Wait, what is that a reply to? Where did my mouse pointer go? Okay, wait. Sorry, I just saw the reply that Blackbeard said, "Can you blame us though, Lieutenant? Just look at Cyon and the rest of V&U. What does that mean? Was that in referral to the fact that we're all simps? Is that what that is? Is that in referral to the fact that we're all simps here? I feel like it must be. You had a pretty good day in terms of streams. That's good. Yeah, there's been a lot of different things going on. Like Maeve's done a couple of things. Meeta's done some things. Some of the other girlies have had collabs. I know Mamie from Kawaii has done a hand cam. I don't know if that is the hand cam you're referring to. But yes, that is one of the things. Yes. That is what we were referring to. Okay, great. Yeah. So yeah, you know, it's been good. There's a lot of new girls to check out lately, and it's been really hard to like have. It's been so hard to have the time to like make sure that I can like watch and support everyone, which I get is like the general feeling probably that everyone has. I feel like that's probably the feeling that everyone has recently, is there's just so many cute and talented girls, and it's so hard to keep on top of everything. So yeah, I'm not gonna lie, for a really long time I was like, I can do it, I can keep up with everyone, I don't need to just pick and choose my Oshis, everyone can be my Oshi. And now I'm like, fuck, I might need to pick Oshis. But there's too many cute girls, help. I'm just gonna need to fucking like roll the dice, okay? I'm gonna need to like, obviously all of my wives, okay? I say all of my wives as if I have more than one wife. My only actual wife is Yumi, because I had another wife, but she graduated. And then there's a lot of girls that I love, but we've never technically tied the knot, so we're not wives, you know? How do you handle when two girlies you watch are streaming at the exact same time? I usually have them both up. And then I just kind of like alternate the sound. So I'll like listen to them in like 15-minute increments. Yeah. Yeah. So I used to have more wives, but Yeah, they're no longer with us. Rippin' Pepperoni, Witch with Big Hat, Rippin' Pepperoni, Certain Sea Creature. Yeah. At one point you were spending 32 hours a day watching streams according to your YouTube analytics. Yeah, that fucking sounds about right. That sounds approximately like exactly what I do, because unless I'm editing something that needs sound, I will have streams or VODs or videos or things like that up and running in the background while I'm working on stuff. So yeah, no, I feel that, Phantom. I feel that. Yeah. You also have too many Oshis problem. You're not gaming as much. You can game and listen to your Oshis. You can game and listen to your Oshis, you know? I do that sometimes if I just, like, again, the same thing. I'll have like 2 or 3 windows open on one screen and I'll game on the other screen. It's perfectly doable. Yeah. For example, you know, there may or may not be some cute girls who are doing cute things at this exact moment that I may also have up on my monitor. Teehee. You know? For example, Kokone-senpai is doing a character creation for TTRPGs right now with a bunch of cute girlies. And then, like I said just earlier, that Mamie is doing a hand cam stream and she's doing like snackies and stuff. So she's also up there, and you know, it is what it is, you know? It is what it is. ADHD maxing? Yeah, essentially. You mute all your games so you can have streams playing? Yeah, essentially, like, I don't want the background anyway. It's fine. It's why your computer is melting all the time. It's fine. It's fine. You know, everything is okay. Everything is okay. But if you're enjoying something, you'd rather not multitask? Yeah. I mean, that makes sense, right? Because there are some girlies that, like, I just watch. But I do have that ADHD burr. So usually I do need to be doing something. Even if it's just like writing something out, or like if I'm making thumbnails or something. Yeah. Because like I need something, otherwise my brain will wander and I won't actually be watching the thing that I'm supposed to be watching, which obviously is not what I want to happen. So it helps me maintain focus if I'm doing something else at the same time, which is weird, but you know, it is what it is. Kokone's TTRPG stream and Amoria's Duck Detective are among the things you're watching, or you're not watching in order to watch Cyan. Oh, well, I appreciate it, but also you know, those are fun things. Those are also fun things to do. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, so I'm sorry if some of you have learned that some of the girlies have disappeared in this time and in this manner. I'm sorry. I apologize that is how this has occurred for you. You know, it is what it is. It do be the cycle of VTuber. It makes me very sad. Like, even just this week, I know that like Abby from V4 just put out a graduation announcement, which, you know, obviously will be hard for the V4 girlies, because Abby is so funny and like has worked so hard to, like, I don't know, she's done so much for V4 and for all the girlies, and I haven't been able to do any, like, I think the only collab that you guys have seen where we were in the same thing was Salmon's final League of Legends video that she put out. We were on the same team, and I'd been meaning to hopefully reach out to her again, because we've talked, you know, offline and stuff, and she's very, very sweet. But I do hope that she, for sure, you know, does the best that everything that she wants, because it does seem like she's going to chase a dream and do something that she's always wanted to do, right? If you look at the post that she put out, I just hope that it goes so well for her. I hope that someday I, like, turn on the TV in the raccoon world and I'm just chilling and then I hear her voice. I think that would be fantastic. You know, you could just, like, I would fucking cry, man, on the spot. I could be watching the stupidest fucking show, but if I heard her voice, on something, then like I would like immediately just fucking lose it. So yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, it's sad, but it's the best thing for her, and I hope that she does so well. And then Mion as well, someone mentioned earlier Mion's announcement. So Mion is an odd case, because she's graduating from being a corpo VTuber, but she has been allowed to keep her Twitter and her YouTube and things like that, just not, and her name, but not her model. So she kind of has to go through like an isekai rebirth sort of thing for strangely enough. So it's gonna be a hot second, and it's gonna be a little bit odd, but we're gonna try to support her all the way through that as best we can. Yeah. You've seen two weird cases, Mion's case and Carrot, who lost your model and last name but keeps everything else. Yeah, exactly. It's the same kind of odd circumstance, although Carrot's circumstance is a little bit different, because technically that wasn't so much a graduation as like they just kind of dissolved that particular section of the corp, right? That was its own thing. But yeah, there's been a lot of like interesting things like that. You don't see why they don't just sell the model to the VTuber? Oh, okay. So in the case of, I don't know if I can go into that a ton, actually. Yeah, but if you look into this particular company, there are reasons. Also, if you look at Mion's note about it, okay, I can say because she said this too. Like they do sometimes repurpose models and get other people to use them. So that's why they are keeping that. Yes. I was trying to think like, can I can I say the thing? It's kind of a weird thing to talk about. I don't often comment on things like that. I tend to just keep it to the cute girls that I actually like interact with and that I like to hang out with, right? Like that's my thing. I don't usually mention, like I don't usually go into like corpo things besides the cute girls. But Mion did mention it in her post, which is why I'm like, it's fine, it's whatever, you can go read about it yourself. But yeah, it's a thing. And in terms of like other times, like yeah, it would be nice to see, right? Like it would be nice if they had let her try to purchase the model off of them, but it is what it is. And also a lot of corporations are in different countries and stuff, so that can get really tied up in like IP things and law things, and sometimes it's just not quite as doable as we would like to believe that it is. So, you know, there's a lot of random bullshit. All right, one last mouthful of this is not spaghetti. This is not spaghetti. Macaroni. Macaroni. Ow. Ah! Macaroni fell over. Okay. I'm gonna put that over to the side so I don't accidentally spill macaroni on myself while we game. And then, oh, maybe we can start the game. We can start the game. We could do that. We could totally do that. Oh, but models are expensive. Yes, you're right. I said this before that I used to do back in the raccoon world a little teehee bit of live 2D rigging, and I tried really hard to make sure that it was like decently affordable for people, but even then, it's still expensive. I was an affordable option, and I was still like hundreds of dollars. So it's really time consuming. There's a lot of things that you need to like get right to make things move the way you want. It's a whole process. So yeah. I love live 2D though. I wish I was a better artist. I am far too lazy to learn to be a better artist, so that's never gonna happen. But it is good, it is good. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, no, we don't have an hour of Zatsu left, Waverly. We're gonna move over to the game, but first I have to open the game and pray that it actually opens. Please open. Because I had it open so that I would be able to get to the game quickly and easily, but apparently all my folders closed. So, what if I just do this? Alright, sorry Kokone-senpai. Chat's going over there now, so informants are the most important. Sorry, sorry, sorry. You still love the little rigged informant? I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I'm so happy. 1 hour Zatsu, unheard of. Yeah, I am in some amounts of pain today. I won't lie. I am in some amounts of pain today, so I do want to make sure we can get enough of the game in. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, that's... Yeah, that's the internet window that I was using. that was surely the internet window that I was using to look at Meeta Osita's height. It's fine, it's fine. It is what it is. All right, there we go, there we go, there we go. I was looking up her height for you guys. Okay, let me turn down this audio just a little bit. Is that better? Is this better? I don't even know if it was too loud previously, but better? Okay. Okay, step 1 though. Step 1, drink more Monster from the can. Yum. Okay, step 2. Maybe we should move chat over a little bit. If you have a longer message, it'll get cut off. I'm sorry. But I don't... Maybe I should make myself smaller. Maybe I should just move the game over. Maybe I just move the game over. There we go. Now we can move chat back. There we go. Which monster? Yes, today it is the Ultra Strawberry Dreams one. Yeah. I am going to be running my dishwasher tonight so I can actually get my shaker bottle and my water bottle and stuff back out of there so I can just make stuff. Yeah. Okay. This is a silly little game in which we may or may not be prey. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. I've tried really hard not to spoil myself on this game. It's just a silly little game, you know, a silly little... We can make our silly little choices, we can do our silly little things. And decide whether or not we want to go along with what's going on. So, The shepherd. Who the fuck is the shepherd? It is time. Your flesh shall feed the starful hound. Your wounds shall be doors to bring her here. Your blood shall trace the road to our world. Today, your life comes to an end. Congratulations. I guess this is us. We're Egg-Meow. Egg-Meow? Egg-Meow. Egg-Meow. And I don't run the dishwasher often. I live by myself, so I run it whenever I need dishes. Looks like egg no to you? That's way easier to say, so we're gonna go with that. It truly is an honor. Shall we go then? Not so fast. I know you're eager, but there are steps to this, you know? Here, I placed your checklist on the table. The order you do things doesn't matter, but make sure you do them all. Just talk to me when you're ready. Okay. How do I move? Okay, right click is doing whatever the heck that is. Oh, okay. So I don't need my mouse. Okay, I don't need my mouse. It looks like it's arrow keys and Z is to click. Okay. Cleanse your body, wear robes, remove your shoes, let your hair down. No. Cleanse your body. You must rid yourself of any impurity if you were to offer yourself to the Starful Hound. Wear robes. You must rid yourself of any individuality if you were to host a god within your body. Remove your shoes. To rekindle with the ground is essential to join the hunt. Let your hair down. To bind your hair is to bind your soul. Bask in lavender incense. The smell shall signal to the hound that we are ready to welcome her. Alright.
You're so lucky. You're the first one to get saved. I mean, strictly speaking, the first Agno was the first one to get salvation. Oh, shush, you know what I mean. You're gonna save the world. Meanwhile, all I can do is watch.
It's a vital role. I can hardly wield the knife myself, can I?
True. Alright, don't let me stop you any longer. Shoo, get prepared.
Wait, I can't hold the knife myself? Does that mean this girl is going to be killing me? I'm gonna get stabbed.
Amal says hi. She was very sad she wasn't allowed to go with you for the ritual.
Aw, that's cute. Tell her hi back after this. It's a shame she isn't here, but I'm glad you are at least. The qualifications to participate in the ritual sound needlessly complicated.
Oh please, like you have anything to worry about that, Miss Chosen by the Hound herself. She devoured your gender whole. It's no surprise you inherited the ectotype.
What? What? How the fuck does that work? What do you mean? Like, if I was a girl, did she, like, eat my boobs? If I was a boy, do I not have a dick anymore? What does that entail? What is... Okay.
See you before you go to the altar?
Yeah, I guess. A broom. Last time Giles used one, she broke the handle and accidentally drove it inside her thigh? I don't think that was an accident. She's not allowed to use one anymore. I think she might have been trying to kill herself. Boxes of incense. Shepherd Abe likes to use the empty ones to craft cardboard dice. He's working on a 30-faced one right now. Okay. Pipes. You can feel a hum when you lay your hand on it. Soft, fluffy towels. Nothing else? Looks like someone tried to hide their snack here. Oh, you recognize that brand. They're Shepherd Abe's favorites. Do you eat some? They taste bad. Man, he's a shepherd. Can't he buy better stuff? You sit down to clean yourself. You start by the tip of your toes, then rub the sole of your foot, and then... Oh! One of the kids drew on your ankle yesterday. Must have happened while you were taking a nap. A clumsy rocket shooting for the stars. You bet Sarah drew it. It's all she ever draws these days. Leave it. If this so-called god is going to take my body, she can go to the stars with it, okay? Not like it can be seen under your robes anyway. Huh? Go ahead and perpetuate family cycles for poetry's sake. The church took you in after you got kicked out of home, and now you're gonna betray your family because you're too stupid to do the one thing they've ever asked of you. Greg, thank you for rejoining the Tricksters! Welcome, welcome. Happy 5 months! But hey, it's fine. Doesn't matter if they reject you once, since they're already dead, right? Alright, cool. You take your shoes off and store them away. I'm gonna keep the socks on. They told me to take it all off, but I don't care. Oh. Are you fucking dumb? The ritual doesn't require you to take your shoes off. It requires you to be in direct contact with the ground. You know that's the implied part. Just lay down and do what's expected of you. No! 3-pronged candles, no sign of significance, they just smell nice. Hey, let me read the book. Book of the Hound. It's open to the section of the tale of the first Egno, and how they were the first to directly speak to the Hound. No need to run, says the Hound in the story, though hunting by your side would please me greatly. You already know the tale. You'll leave the book alone. A rug depicting the Hound herding a sheep. You can't step on it. It's holy. Can I step? I want to step on it anyway. Fuck. You change your clothes into your robes. Comfy. The jewelry kind of goes against the spirit of it, though. You keep your bracelet on. Okay, I'm gonna do everything incorrectly, I think. Maybe later we'll do it correctly. And what do you think you're doing exactly? You're supposed to save the world. They want you to save the world. Why are you trying to find loopholes now? Are you trying to fuck this up? You carry all their expectations. Get your shit together. Yes, I do want to fuck this up. It's cloudy. That's a shame. It's probably the last time you'll ever see the sun. Soon, all you will know is the night and the stars. You gaze into the mirror. You always keep your hair down on principle. It's your last day in the world, though. Could be worth doing something different for once. It's clumsy, and you have nothing to tie the end with, but it keeps your hair out of your eyes, and you'd say that's good enough. The third Agno would make fun of you if they could see you. Oh. Getting sentimental, aren't we? Fucking this ritual up for what? The sake of some dead guy who laid on the altar before you. Let go of those attachments already. They won't matter when the knife will come for your heart. Only God will. Okay. Bask in lavender essence. Okay, where's the lavender essence? Okay, that's incense. Oh. Okay, it was just the last thing. Lemon, orange, lavender. It's time to burn in the flavor of lemon. Yay! It's a bit boring, but you gotta wait, otherwise the smell won't stick. Yum yum. And how do you suppose the Hound will find you if you wear the wrong smell? Won't you look silly bleeding out on the altar with no god to show for it? Keep this up and you'll die for nothing, like every Agno before you. Don't forget, they love you for your title. They love you for what you can give them. Follow the cult and die for its sake, or abandon it now and give up on its people. Yeah, I picked that one. Are you ready? Yay! You stared it with defiance. It doesn't hurt, though. The shepherd's gentle. For a start, you're not as close to him as some, but he has family, too, like Giles, like Roland, and Sarah, like Amal. But when the blade sinks into your stomach, you can't repress a gasp. It doesn't hurt at all. It's an embrace, a kiss. Something flows inside of you, around you, like water, like light. It curls around you, your liver like a tongue, teasing your insides until you're left panting and shivering. You look up to the night sky, to its 1,000 stars. They blink down at you with indescribable kindness. Light beams all around you, holds you. A star shard slithers through your open wounds, nestling between your lungs. You are embraced. You are loved. Fangs graze your neck, a familiar gesture that echoes with long forgotten memories. She's devoured a part of you once, you know. Your gender hurt so much back then, and you couldn't understand why, but she came in and took it away from you. You didn't even know her name back then. You knew nothing of her church. You did it because she loved you. And she loves you still. Claws settle on your side in the most gentle of touch, and she rakes them up, molding your flesh like clay to close up your wound. It's a miracle. Oh, it's a miracle.
The hound saved your life?
I know, right? I guess it wasn't time for her to descend upon the world yet. Wow, you really are God's favorite little lamb, huh? That's great, though. The kids will be delighted to see you back. Only the kids?
Aw, don't be like that. We're old enough to know we'd see you again at the hunt. Though I would be missing you in the meantime. Terribly, even.
Who will play tarot with me when you're gone? Sarah would, as always.
Sarah's 9 and thinks the Hanged Man is an instant win. Face it, you're the only one in this church who can give me a challenge.
Oh, her name is Beloved. Are you alright? You got pale all of a sudden. Sorry, got a bit dizzy. I guess resurrection is more taxing than it sounds. Give me a minute. I'll wash my face and I'll feel better. Ouch! I am here. Don't do that. I can hear myself think. Humans are more fragile than I thought. How are you doing that with your voice? Those weren't words. They were like colors. Is it painful? No, it's just like standing on the edge of a cliff. Listening to you is giving me vertigo. Hound, why are you here? Not that I'm complaining, but why did you save me? I thought you were meant to take possession of my body and all. You have no interest in me. You only care for the people in the cult, not the cult itself. You have no interest in me. What of it? If you wanted to punish me for it, you should have shot your shot at the altar there. I only care for you. Oh. Alright, I suppose. It's a big family. We can host a god or two in there, too. So long as I am on your side, I care not for the species, beloved. True black sheep end. Oh, okay, so the god doesn't actually give a fuck about the cult. Interesting. So we won there specifically by... Okay, let's go through this again. Let's actually listen to everything. So we just got to live... Yeah, God only cares about us, and we have to live with them in our body for the rest of the day, for the rest of our lives, essentially. Whee! Okay. Alright, let's actually do this properly this time. Alright, so we've got to clean it. I wonder... Oh! It doesn't leave behind guys if we do it properly. Oh, interesting. So that only happens if we... Ah, take the socks off. They say physical form doesn't carry over to the hunt. Maybe the hound will give you some sturdy hooves to walk on the new earth. Okay, we already know this part. Nothing new. Huh. Symbolism behind the color scheme. Interesting. Does this game count as Yuri? I don't know. I don't think so. Alright, we take off the bracelet. And then we keep our hair down. God did call you beloved? Yeah. But I don't know if God has a gender, and apparently God ate our gender. So I don't know if that counts as Yuri. Alright, I'm gonna use lavender. It's what you were born to do. Okay, and then we have to give our bracelet to one of these fuckers. Oh, why is his name no? Let Shepherd Abe know then. Get away from here. See you soon. Oh, the name's... Stop. So you're all set? Yep. Don't do this. Alright then, you should talk to Shepherd Abe. Save yourself. See you in the new world. Oh. Oh, and it's all crossed out properly? Don't do it. No, run. The knife gleams in the shepherd's hand. You refuse to look away. The blade kisses your skin like a lover. It teases the surface, traces the path along your sternum, and then sinks. You can't repress a gasp. Your skin, your flesh, your organs, all part to welcome your suitor. Your body opens up, your soul opens up, you're a house, and you're finally welcoming your owner home. The shepherd says something. You can't hear him. You can't pay attention to him at all. Something trickles inside you like water, like a light. There's a star between your entrails. It's so blindingly beautiful. You can't see anything else. You see your heartbeat, pulsing right next to the star. You want it deeper inside of you. You want it to fill you inside and out. This will kill you. Stop. I don't want this. I never asked for this. Stop it. Ink spills on the sides of your stomach. Claws are raking deep trenches into your flesh. She doesn't want to answer your call. She doesn't want the warmth you offer. The star is struggling against your pull, so desperate to get out. Stop it. I want you to live. I always wanted you to live. Why are you doing this? Why in my name? Why? You raise a hand, hook your fingers into that fur of smoke and tug. There is a weight. And you are full. Oh, starful hound, I bow to you. I miss your eyes, beloved. True white sheep end. Okay, so everything went perfectly. God descended into our body, but in doing so, it killed us. And by killing us, God killed everyone else. Okay, so I think that there's either 3 or 4 endings. I want to see... Okay, so we've got true black sheep. We've got true white sheep. And then... Oh, I don't want to do that. Okay, what if we... only fuck some things up? What if we only fuck some things up? Leave that. And then... And then I'll keep the socks on, tied. Boo. I want to step on the rug. Take off the bracelet. Should hand it to Giles or Roland. They'll make better use of it. Yeah, no, the name's getting changed so that the god is like talking to you through it. That's kind of cool. Okay, so we're gonna keep the hair down. You live just as you die, or die just as you lived, as yourself. Okay, wait, I forgot the incense. Let's do lemon. Because then technically they won't know how to get to us, theoretically. They did anyway in the other one. Want you to have this, the bracelet. It's a gift from Amal. Can you give it back to her? Okay, so the names... Lemon incense. Sarah must have picked it. Incense... Okay. The names didn't change this time. Okay, that's interesting. Alright. Alright. I feel like this might just get us the black sheep ending again. Hit all the buttons. Yeah, okay, this does look exactly like it's just the black sheep ending again. I wonder if that means we have to do the white sheep and then not go through with it somehow? We get a different black sheep ending. It's a miracle again. Black sheep end. Oh, it's just a normal black sheep end instead of true black sheep end. So I don't think it actually changed anything other than the name. Okay, so she didn't... Oh. We live, but she didn't descend into us that time. Yeah, okay, so we didn't defy fully, so God didn't come down to the world in our body. So we don't get to be with our God/lover. Okay. So then I guess the last thing is to try and see if we can't do it properly this way. Maybe the second option when you talk to the priests in the white sheep path. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Okay, clean it. Yeah, we have to do everything properly this time. Keep your hair down. Put on my robes. Take off the bracelet. Take the socks off. We bathe in incense. Lavender, right? I hope it was lavender. Alright, then we talk to you. Okay, yeah, we're getting the no-no-nos again. Get away from here. We're gonna save just in case. Are you ready? Run. Take your time, I'll be waiting. Oh. Save yourself. How do we do that, though? Huh. It's all crossed out. You cannot read it. So then what are we supposed to do? Ah! Is that God saying that God wants us to fuck it up somehow? Your shoes are here. It's you, the third... Okay. You look through the window, it's cloudy, that's a shame. Alright. That's not... You should focus on the ritual. A rug depicting a wolf hunting a sheep! Oh, it changed! The writing changed! Should focus on the ritual. Because before it said that it was a wolf guiding a sheep. Hey, do you know if anyone changed the rug in the sacristy? Not that I'm aware of. Why? It looks different. I mean, it's a round rug. Looking at it from a different angle might change its appearance a lot. That makes sense. I thought someone might be trying to scare me. Ha! Good luck to them. You're not the third Agno for nothing. He'll do what's right no matter the cost. Alright. Book of the Hound. It's open to the section of the tale of the first Agno and how they were the first to directly speak to the Hound. Looks like someone splashed water on it. The letters are all muddled. Run, says the Hound in the story. Please. You already know that tale. You'll leave the book alone. Our shoes are here. I need shoes to run, probably. How do I run, though? Eat some. Alright. You're already marked. Rough, scratchy towels. Feels like petting a wild beast. Wait, I thought they were fluffy! The cleansing pool. Cleanliness is important for health, for faith, for splashing fellow believers mid-bath. Ah, interesting. So this is it. Oh no, okay. Get away from here. We already did that. Are you gonna take a nap? I never understood how you could do that. These don't look comfortable at all. I won't. I don't mind if you do, you know. We have plenty of time. I said I won't. Is there any way for me to run? She looks sad. Stained glass depicting the Hound. She looks sad. Alright, then. Okay, so that doesn't change either. This, it's all crossed out. You cannot read it. Take your time. I'll be waiting. They'll heckle you again if you take a nap here. What else is there? Look at the window. It's cloudy. You're dressed. Bin to store dirty laundry. Some of the kids like to hide in there. You could hide in there too if you wanted. You're small enough. You could curl up, quiet your breath, wait for it to pass. Humans are easy to trick. They won't find you here. You'll be safe. Please, I want you to be safe. You step away from the bin. You will not listen to what has no voice. Traditional attire of the Church of the Hound. You're all sheep in hound's clothes. You're all innocent creatures to be guided, but one day, too, will join her hunt. One day, the coat will no longer be just cloth, it'll be part of your skin. That's the symbolism behind the color scheme, at least. 3-pronged candles. They just smell nice. Okay, no, I didn't want to touch that again. Can I sleep here? A pew. You like to take naps. They're so uncomfortable you cannot physically oversleep. Okay, well, what do we do? Roland's dying avocado tree, rough scratchy towels. Yeah. A broom. Last time Giles used when she broke it. She's not allowed to anymore. Boxes of incense. Pipes. I'm so confused. Okay, so it's just going through this again then. Alright, so let's save again there. If we say no again, does it do anything? No. She looks sad. I think... I don't know, man. I think I've interacted with everything. You are dressed, a pew. Like, it's not even giving me the big things about it. The traditional thing of the Hound. The Book of the Hound. 3-pronged candles. Yeah, no snackies for us. The dying avocado tree. Rough, scratchy towels. A broom. I think we've tried everything. Okay, I guess we're gonna get stabbed now. You refuse to look away. Alright, so we've already read this part. I won't reread this. Alright, you cannot hear him, blah 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 blah. Yes, okay. So, I think that we might still die. And you are full. Yeah, I think that's the same ending. Yeah, okay, that was the same ending we got last time. Yeah, the true white sheep end. So how do we get... Have we missed something? Or is there only 3 endings maybe? Here, wait, let me... Are there maybe only 3 endings? Let me see. Oh, yeah, okay. I don't think that there's actually anything for, like, figuring out that God doesn't want you to do things. Yeah. That's too bad. Essentially, there's only the normal, like, the white sheep ending and the black sheep endings and a bad ending. Maybe trying to do the ritual without doing anything at all? Probably. Let's see if we can't new game and just not do anything. There are steps. We're not going to do any of the steps. Yeah, we're done. You can't look. You squeeze your eyelids shut and grind your teeth. Fuck. Can you still back out? You must, can't you? You didn't do all the steps. You lied to the shepherd. You need to say it. You need to admit and do it right this time. Run away while you still can. The knife sinks into your guts and it hurts. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. The blade's cold. The blade's sharp. Make it stop. Make it stop. Oh, please, God. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Make it stop. Skin, muscle, sinew, bladder, intestines, kidneys. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. You wanted to stop. You want to die, but that knife, that fucking knife, it's too gentle, too precise. Just end it already. You howl like an animal. You kick upwards. Vaguely, you hear someone swear. Most importantly, though, the blade slides out of your body. You roll off the altar and land on all fours. The pain is filling your head with white noise. You crawl. You don't know where you're going. You don't know what you want to do. The only thing you know is that things have to stop now. Suddenly, someone grabs your collar and tugs. You yelp as you're pulled back, hitting the altar once more. The knife comes down, no longer gentle. And the pain stops. Woo! So I guess, yeah, the bad end is just we just die. We just fully die. All right. So the other endings were all good endings? Yeah, to some extent. I think technically the true black sheep is the only, like, actual good ending. Right? Like the white sheep ending is... like, the white sheep ending is what the cult wanted, but the cult members all die if you get the white sheep ending, and the god is left alone, right? And then in the black sheep ending that isn't the true black sheep ending, you still get saved. You do get resurrected, but God is not there with you anymore. So, like, that's, I guess, kind of a good ending because... But the thing is if you were God's beloved this entire time, right? Would you not... I feel like in that case, the main character would probably feel incredibly empty, right? If they were so used to having that presence around and then it just suddenly wasn't anymore. The Hound makes it sound like we can escape somehow. I mean, this is like a very small indie game, right? This is like a one dev sort of situation where they were just trying to make a story that they enjoyed come to life. I do like the different connotations behind the idea of it. And like, even when you try to like subvert, like you're like, hey, I'm not gonna wash my feet. Or hey, I'm gonna use the wrong incense. Like, you still kind of end up in a very similar place. Honestly, I don't think any of the endings are necessarily good endings. Just better endings. It's probably just flavor text of the god desperately trying to halt the ritual when it's too late. Yeah. I do wonder if this dev would ever make like more endings to like update the game, or if like this was like, this is the full picture, like we're good, this is what I wanted out of this particular game. Cause it definitely like, I think it has like a nice like fullness to it in terms of like a concept. But at the same time, it would be so fun to have like other options to go through as well. Yeah. All right, but I guess let's go back to the chatting screen. Wow. Wait, where's my music? I did know that this was a shorter game in general. Although when I looked it up, it said 40 minutes, which is obviously that's not correct. That was not 40 minutes long. There is no shot that was 40 minutes long. Absolutely no way. But it was really fun. I quite enjoyed it. Yeah. I mean, I don't often play that kind of game on stream, but I hope you guys still liked it as we went through it. I don't know. I think that kind of thing's really interesting. But I also do really enjoy, like, I mean, I guess that's not really psychological horror or anything, but I like that kind of like silly little like, it's not a dating sim. It is a visual novel, but like, it's not like a, you know, there's no like love interest sort of idea. You're not playing it for that particular reason. It's like the exploration of like self and psychology in a cult setting, I think is really neat. I think cults are kind of fun to learn about. Not to be in, but like I don't know if you guys, have you guys ever watched things where it shows like people who have escaped cults and the way that they got into it and the way that they were pulled into that kind of life? Like, not people who were born into a cult, but people who like were brought in and then eventually made their way out of it. I don't know if you guys have ever watched like little like series about that kind of thing. I think that they're kind of interesting. You love those documentaries? Yes! I saw one. Okay, so originally I learned about it through this woman's TikTok series about it. She like talked about all the different aspects and like, yeah, like how she got pulled into one. It was because like she moved out on her own when she was in university, and she lived in, I think it was Australia. And the cult that she joined was like a, I think it's a cult where the cult leader themselves is in like Korean prison, I believe. But it's like essentially, you know, it's the usual like they're the second coming of God sort of thing, and you're this person's wife now. Congratulations, you're the wife of God, and just like the way that they like manipulated and pulled her into this particular cult, and then the way that she kind of got back out of it after like years of being into it. And it's really interesting to see, because it's like, as she was saying, like, it's not as if anyone in the cult was stupid. Like, they would aim for like people who were just lonely. Usually, like university students who were abroad, right? So they didn't have their families. At the beginning of the school year, you don't really have a friend group yet that you can talk to and trust. So they would aim for those people. Yeah, so it was really interesting to listen to and learn about. You think you watched a Vice documentary about that years ago? Yeah, I don't know. I think that kind of thing is really cool. I'm not really a true crime type of girly. I mean, I think it's interesting, don't get me wrong, and I like will listen to stories and stuff, but I don't know. That's not really my particular area of interest, but the psychological implications of cults, I think, are incredibly interesting. Yeah. You saw a lot of videos about faith healers and the McDojos. Yeah, that's for sure a thing as well. That's another thing, is a lot of times, like how something that just seems like that starts as just like a very normal, like run-of-the-mill like church or other like religious setting that is like a totally normal and accepted religion, somehow just kind of falls into being a cult by having one person in the lead. That's like, yeah, it's really kind of neat. I don't know. I like studying the thought processes behind things and seeing how things have actually come together, like pulled together, and then the ways that like there's kind of like almost like a forced I can't think of the word right now. My brain is like, oh yeah, zergification. That's not a fucking word. But like it's like everyone is kind of forced into having the same sort of thought pattern because you're originally rewarded for it, and then eventually you're given like negative repercussions if you don't follow it. And it's just kind of like Pavlovian, honestly. People can be trained very. That's very much what it is. But it's kind of neat. It's kind of cool. I don't know. It's not the most like normal thing. It's like chatting VTuber streams. Wait, I don't know about that. I think that most of you guys have your own opinions, right? Like, I see a lot of different things pop up in chat sometime. For example, like when I talk about curse things, and some of y'all are like, yay! And some of y'all are like, why the fuck am I here? You mean Suri's sun cult is a thing? Okay, but like that's Suri. Suri is Suri, you know? She can have her own cult if she wants to, right? Yeah. You're on the Y side? Yeah. We must become hive mind for Cyon. No, don't become hive mind for Cyon. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Don't become hive mind for Cyon. It's a bad idea. Don't do it. Maybe you're just a lot more subtle about it. No! I like people who have, like, contrary opinions to mine. Because, like, if everyone always agrees with you, you're never gonna learn things, right? You're never even gonna know that there's opposing, like, thought processes or, like, things that you could think about if everyone just always agrees with you, right? And, like, that's not to say that you have to listen to everyone's ideas, or like you have to want to like change the way that you think or whatever, but like I think listening to those kind of things are important, just at least so that you understand that there's other points of view in the world, you know? Yeah. But like also, you guys already know, I like arguing. I find it kind of fun. Also, Cyon likes to argue. Thank you, Nate. Yeah, I'm like, I don't hide that kind of thing, right? I'm not out here I'm not pretending that I'm like, yeah, I'll agree with anything that you say. I don't think... I mean, I'm probably one of the more outspoken about, like, being argumentative in my own thoughts, but I don't think a single one of the girlies in V&U is, like, I think we're all pretty opinionated. Just some of us are more vocal about things. But you can argue semantics, so it's all good. I do quite like arguing semantics, and Pa Hart fucking hates it. He's like, that's not what we're talking about. And I'm like, yeah, but it could be. It could be what we're talking about, so it's fine. And Strudel, thank you for the soup. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah. No, I don't know. I think it's kind of fun just to argue about random shit. And, like, I know that not everyone likes arguing, so, like, anyone who doesn't is probably like, what the fuck is wrong with this girl? And the answer is a lot. The answer is a lot, okay? Like, I'm not about to say that there's nothing wrong with me, because that would be a fucking lie. And I also would like to think that I'm not a liar. I also would like to think that I'm a pretty open book. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think that it's healthy to have people agree with you all the time, even in a friend circle, you know? Even if you all generally have the same point of view, you know, I think it's weird. I think it's weird if, like, everyone at all times is like, oh yeah, that's for sure, yeah, Are you an extrovert or a talkative introvert? I'm a talkative introvert. I talk when I'm comfy, or I can talk in a more put together way when I am, like, in a situation where I'm comfortable. Me talking about off-Kai very much showed that I am not good at socializing, A, in person, and B, I also kind of get wrapped up in, like, circular talking a lot of the time. Yeah. So I'm not great at that kind of thing. Surprised you weren't on a debate team? Who said I wasn't on a debate team? Who said I wasn't in Model UN? Yeah. It is what it is, you know? It is what it is. We all just do our best. And Big Red, thank you for the soup. I appreciate it. Thank you. More evidence, Cyon should have been a lawyer, arguing semantics versus the spirit of the statement of law. Yeah, Hart still, every couple of years, doesn't matter how fucking old I get, Hart still is like, you should have been a lawyer, you could still go back to school, it's still fine. I don't wanna be a lawyer. That sounds terrible. I don't wanna. Oh my god. The amount of shit that you have to memorize and get perfectly correct, I hate that shit, okay? I also don't want to work for, like, I don't want to have to argue for things that I don't believe in, like, a serious manner. Because, like, will I often argue things that I don't believe in just for funsies? Sure. But, like, if I have to put my whole, like, sayusi into something and, like, argue it tooth and nail because it's my job to, I don't really like doing that kind of thing. I don't know. Like, for example, divorce lawyers make a lot of money, right? Okay? Or they can. They don't always, but there is a chance that a divorce lawyer can make a lot of money if they are reputable, right? If they do well. The problem is, on that particular case, if I were to be a divorce lawyer for someone that I think was in the wrong, and I had to argue in their favor, that would be like clawing out a part of me that, like, I don't know. I think I'm too, like, I stick to my own, like, section of morality. As much as I probably do have, like, a slightly gray moral standing, my own ideals and my own ethics, I would like to think that I, you know, stick to them to a good extent. I'd like to think that I'm, like, a pretty upfront person about, like, how I believe in things. That's not always the case, obviously. Like, you know, sometimes you think that you're showcasing yourself one way, and then the way that it comes off is like completely different. And that's, you know, it is what it is, right? But I could never argue in a consistent manner for things that I don't believe in. For example, like, I don't know, I think, same thing with like corporate law, right? Corporate law was another thing. I was like, oh, maybe I could do corporate law, because that's not like people. So like, I wouldn't like have to be like, oh, like my client deserves all of the money in full custody, and like knowing the fact that they like, I don't know, like cheated and put all the money into like a side account so no one could get to it or whatever. I don't fucking know. Just trying to think of like things that that would make me like mad going into something like that. But like, so I was like, oh, like corporate law could be fun, right? And then you think about it and you're like, I don't know about that either. Because like corporation against corporation, sure, whatever, I don't fucking care. But like corporation against like a person, right? Or like a group of people, that's less fun. And like, you can be a lawyer and stick to your own like ethics and your own system of morals and stuff. It just is usually less profitable. Yes. Unless you are really well known for doing well in your specific field. It also means that you have to pick a specific field that you think you could stick to your morals to, and of course still remain decently profitable. Lawyers tend to have to work, especially when they're straight out of school, you tend to have to work in a firm. Yeah. And it's harder to stick to your own guns when there's so many people above you that can tell you what you can or cannot do, or cases get handed down to you that you might not want. And of course, this varies from place to place, right? Obviously, not everywhere that has lawyers works in the same way as in the raccoon world. So obviously, if you live somewhere completely different, that could not apply to you at all. And that could be fantastic for you. But yeah, it is what it is, you know, it is what it is. Hydration check, thank you. Caffeine check. I do have water here too. I do also have some water on my desk, you know? Lawyer Cyon ASMR. That sounds like the worst ASMR ever. What does that even mean? What does that even mean? I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea what that could possibly mean. Speaking of ASMR though, I do owe you guys a liquids and slime ASMR, I believe is what the term for it was, for the birthday celebrathon. And I did buy a couple of things that should be here in the next couple days for at least part of the liquids part of it. I'm really hoping that it turns out it's the thing that I'm hoping it is. Yeah. And then, so I'm hoping that I'll have everything for that for next week. In that case, it'll be just like quiet, like, yeah, soft talking and liquids and slime. Part of it might have a hand cam for the slime portion of it, just because, like, I don't know, I think that could be kind of interesting, but I will have to double check with staff for that particular part of it. Imagining Cyon in office lady attire as a lawyer. Yeah. There may be things in the world. Yeah. She gonna kidnap Zelly? No, I don't know what you're talking about. I would never kidnap Zelly. No. There. Oh, well, Cyon. maybe a possible theme in my brain for the ASMR / script read week that I owe you guys as well. So there are plans. There are plans. There are always plans. Yes. And Vigor, thank you for the soup. I appreciate it. Let's get Judge Cyon will chat debates two sides of a topic someday. Imagine the content as she judges us and sends us to jail. You know what? That's actually something that I really wanted to do. I really wanted to do like debate style like collabs, or like to facilitate debate style collabs between VTubers. I don't know, I still want to try to do that someday. I just have to like find people who might be interested and just like get a bunch of silly topics. And it's like, you know, things like what's better, like like mac and cheese or grilled cheese sandwiches, and just like have them like debate stupid things. Pool noodles or pool noodles or floaties. Yeah. Just like silly, like one or the other sort of thing. And just have them like have to do stupid arguments for no fucking reason. Yeah. I think that would be really, really funny. But of course would have to get VTubers who are interested in doing that style of content, which sometimes it's a little bit harder to do. Sometimes is a little bit harder to do, you know? But that's fine. It is what it is. It is what it is. Settle the age-old debate, pineapple or pizza, best thing ever or unforgivable sin. Yeah, well, I mean, I'm biased towards that particular thing because, I really like pineapple on pizza. So, yeah. But yeah, it would have to be like, yeah, just silly little things, you know, just silly little things. Okay. That's not a debate. It's not for me, certainly not. I do enjoy that combination. Yes. Hawaiian pizza is probably my favorite kind of pizza. Yes. I know that it's not for everyone, and that's perfectly okay, you know? Like, everyone has their own taste buds. That's fine. That's whatever. Cause that's like some people can't handle spicy, some people don't like salty and sweet things together. Whereas like I really like salty and sweet together, which is probably part of the reason why I like Hawaiian pizza so much. So, you know, it really depends person to person. But let me see who's up and around still. I'm thinking I might call it early because we do have 2 streams tomorrow, and I feel like it's gonna be a hot moment. Oh, Suri's still going. Okay, if Suri's still going, then we can go on over to Suri. I do love me. Oh, she's playing Minesweeper. Oh, she's playing Minesweeper. Nice. For those of you who may not know Suri is my gen mate. She is a super cute, soft-spoken dragon, but do not take her soft-spokenness as softness in general. She is incredibly quick-witted, very smart, but also very sleepy. I love her so much. Oh my gosh. We get to talk a lot, which is fantastic. She also has a migraine at the moment. Yeah, she has been feeling a little sicky icky. So I know that she just wanted to get on and chat and have a good time. And I mean, to be fair, it's only 10. I have work to do. I shouldn't say this. I was like, oh, maybe I can do a gory tonight and we can just play like, I don't know, something. And I was like, I want to play Minecraft. I can't play Minecraft. I'm gonna wait to get on the server until tomorrow when I can play with members. Jello Noel, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. I appreciate it. Thank you. And Brasmac as well, thank you for the gifted membership. If you guys did get hit by any of those, please do thank our lovely Jello Noels. Jello Noel and Brasmac. There is only one Jello Noel. There are not many Jello Noels. But please do make sure to thank them and welcome on in. Like I was just saying, tomorrow we will be having a membership stream, and it is a little bit earlier than I would usually plan a stream during the day. It does start at 4 p.m. PST. but we will be playing Minecraft together on the server that I am setting up. And I'm thinking that I will probably have it be weekly if there's enough interest, like if people actually want to get on the server and enjoy it. I will stream it for sure as a membership thing weekly. Will I probably be on the server outside anyway? Yeah. But the longer we're on the server, the harder it's going to get, because it is a zombie apocalypse thing. So we might have to reset it every couple of weeks if people enjoy it and they want to keep playing. Because it gets harder the longer the time goes on. Can you join if you've never played before? Yeah, I don't see why not. I've never played this particular mod, and I'm really excited to try for it. I have no idea what's going to happen. I have no idea what's going on. But it is what it is. Is it on Bedrock? I play on Java, so the server is on Java. Yes. Apologies. I did put the link if you go into the community tab on YouTube, the membership section, there should be a link to the mod pack that we are going to be using. If you can download that beforehand and you want to join us, that might make it a little easier for you. And then I will be pinning the IP address for the server in chat when we start tomorrow on the membership stream. Yes. That way no one can get into the server beforehand. I almost put it on the post, and then I was like, no, what if people go in beforehand? That'll make the zombies too hard. Yeah. So, might give it a test out tonight. Yeah, try the mod pack by yourself just to see. Yeah. Can the mod work on Mac? I'm not 100% certain. I don't know. I've honestly never owned a Mac, so I couldn't tell you. I'm sorry. I'm really not certain. The only time in my life I've ever used a Mac is when I was in elementary school, and they had the like all-in-one, like it looked like it was just a monitor, but it was in fact a computer, and it was like a see-through, pretty colored monitor. A big guy, you know? It's the big guy. Some of you know what I'm talking about. Some of you are possibly too young to know what I'm talking about. And it was terrible, because if you wanted to do anything, if you had a PC, and then you would save something on the PC's floppy disk, and you would bring it to school, and then you would be like, oh, here it is, teacher, and they'd put it in their fucking computer and reformat the goddamn fucking floppy disk, and then they would be like, there's nothing on here. The way at like 7 to 10 that I had to explain to multiple teachers that if you reformat the fucking disk, nothing will be on it anymore. But to be fair, computers were not exactly a common household item at that particular point. So, like, they weren't like super rare or anything, but there was definitely like, it was kind of almost like a 1/3 of the kids had them when I was in like early elementary, and then as I went up in elementary, you know, it kind of went more to like 2/3 by the end of it, sort of idea. But you know, not everyone had them, but then by the time I was done fucking high school, everyone had fucking laptops and shit. Like, that shit was crazy, man. It went so fast. We went from like Walkman and floppy disks and like the internet in the mail and fucking video games and cereal boxes to like man. This is too fast. It's too fast. It went zoom. But then, like, I also learned that apparently millennials are better with tech than, like, Gen Z, which originally surprised me, and then I kind of understood it afterwards. So, Yeah, they weren't as user-friendly as they are today. Yes, and that's actually why. That's why millennials are better with tech. Because we had to be able to fix it ourselves. There really wasn't a giant repository of knowledge quite yet on the internet, right? We didn't have, like, you could Google anything and figure it out. You had to kind of figure it all out yourself. And like kind of like reset shit yourself, right? And tech support and troubleshoot, and you kind of had to understand how it worked. Whereas nowadays, you don't have to. There's kind of an app for everything, right? Like if something doesn't save, you Google, why is this not saving? Obviously, this varies person to person. This is not saying that like someone in a younger gen can't be smart, like can't know more about tech than someone who's a millennial, or even a boomer could possibly know more, right? That's not what I mean. But like in general, more people understand like how to like tech things and troubleshoot and why things work and how things work, because we kind of had to grow up figuring that shit out for no fucking reason. Also, Doom King, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. I appreciate it. Thank you. And if you did get hit by one of those, please thank our lovely Doom King, singular. There are also no plural Doom Kings. Only one. Amoria Senpai! Hello! Welcome! Amori Beam! Hello, Amoria Senpai! I love you. Mwah, mwah. I hope you're doing well. I hope that this week you're gonna have so much fun hanging out and going to the maid cafe, because I know that there's less loud people around you now after you've gotten used to having a lot more loud people around you. But I hope you had a good stream, Amoria Senpai. I hope you're having a good day. I love you so much. Oh, actually, Amoria Senpai, when I was buying things, I don't even know if she's fucking here. She might have gone to bed or something. But when I was on online shopping earlier for things for a water thing, for ASMR, and then as I was looking around, there were these like they were like heart-shaped globes. Oh, she had to go touch grass. That makes sense. Everyone else can know. But they were like full of liquid, and they were sparkly and pink with like hearts on the top. And I was like, I saw them, and I immediately was like, these are Amoria Senpai coded. These are perfect for Amoria Senpai. Like I saw them, and I was like, I don't know what the fuck people do with these, but I kind of want to buy them and send them to Amoria Senpai. But then I realized they'd probably just sit there and they wouldn't really do anything. So I felt like I shouldn't do that, you know? Yeah, she had to go hang out with her friend. I hope she has fun. She's stressed for time. Yeah, that sounds about right, honestly. Poor Amoria Senpai is always running around and doing a whole bunch of different things. She's so busy, man. She does her magical girl work things, and then she runs around and actually touches grass, and she does Amoria maid things, and then she like had people over for a long time there. She is on that Amori grind. She really is, yeah. Amoria Senpai does not quite have enough time to de-stress during her day, I feel like. To be fair, though, I am one of those people who really needs time in my day to become de-stressed because, I am one stressy depressing Tanuki if I do not have enough floor time, or enough time with informants, or enough time with, like, the buns, or, like, if I can't do the things that I enjoy doing, I get really stressy depressy. How does Amoria manage to make time for everything? I don't know, man. Like, all the girly worlds, like, Suri's so busy, Maeve runs around, she's so busy, Echo does a ridiculous amount of shit, Meeta always has 12 million witch jobs going at the same heckin' time. I don't understand, okay? I'm out here, I feel like I don't have enough time in the day, and like all I have is Raccoon World work and streaming, and then the stuff for behind the scenes streaming, and then like every once in a while I do like commission things. But like that's pretty rare. I don't even do singing lessons anymore. I got 3 of the I got 3 of those in before my throat was like, nah, fuck you, and I had to be like, yeah, sorry, I can't actually do the practicing until I get into the ENT. And the poor teaching instructor was like, the singing instructor was like, it's understandable, have a nice day. And I was like, yeah, I'll come back when I can. Like, I don't know, man. Girlies got hard work, Riz? Yeah, they do. I mean, I'd like to think that I work hard to some extent too, but some of the girls, they just go absolutely ham, you know? They just go absolutely crazy. You want to see Cyon without the caffeine? I will not exist. I will not exist. I am constantly exhausted. I think that's part of it. My baseline energy level is so fucking low. I barely have the energy to get through my day, okay? If I had to do 20 million other things at the same time, I just certainly would not be able to do it. Maybe when I was still in uni and I had a ridiculous amount of energy, sure, yeah. I have not been in uni for a hot second. My theory is that I used up like 90% of my life's worth of energy reserves in the first like 25 years of my life or something in the raccoon world. That's the theory, right? And then I'm pretty sure it's been thousands of years since then. So it certainly is an issue now. As time passes, energy levels decrease. I don't know about that one because like Hart has tons of heckin' energy, okay? That man does ridiculous amounts of stuff in a day as well. Imagine using most of your energy reserves on League. I know, it's a fucking regret in my life. I spent so much energy trying to get good at League, and I was for a while. I was good at League for a hot second, and then I just never touched it again. And now I'm absolute trash at League of Legends. Like, I will openly say I am terrible, and that's fine, because, like, I don't need to be good at League of Legends. I don't think anyone needs to be good at League of Legends. It's not Cyon's fault all the cute girlies like to play League. Yeah, oh my god, I was on like a streak. I hadn't played League of Legends in years. And then Echo was like, hey, you want to play League of Legends? And I was like, yeah, okay, I'll re-download it. Sure, it's fine. And then Mion was like, hey, you want to play League of Legends? And I was like, I guess if I have to, like, I can play League of Legends if I need to. And then Elia was like, hey, do you play League of Legends? And I was like, yeah, it's sure. And then Salmon plays League of Legends, or she played League of Legends. And then the new Ephemera Kawaii girls play League of Legends, and I heckin' love all of them, but I especially stalk in like the totally not creepy, very acceptable way Hio and Mamie. So anytime they're like, hey, you want to play some League? I'm like, sure, it's fine. Clown makeup meme? Honestly, yeah. Navi plays it too? She does. Except Navi's actually good at it, so I don't want to like drag her back in the pits of hell. When you're sober for years and realize all your friends are dealers? Yeah, that's about right. That's about right. Is there a not creepy way of stalking? Yeah, okay, so I've realized that when I say, like, oh, I stalk people, or like, oh, like, yeah, I'm stalking your content or something. In my head, I mean like, haha, I'm watching you and I really enjoy your content and I'm having a good time figuring out what you do and like things you like, and like, I just like watching you have a good time and you're so fun. And in my head, I'm like, yeah. Turns out when you say it out loud, it's really fucking creepy. And you should not tell people that you stalk them because, it doesn't mean the same thing in your head as it does out loud. Yeah, so I learned that. Which you would think would be a really normal thing to already know. But as we all know, Tanuki do be dumb sometimes. Okay? When I debuted, I literally introduced myself to y'all in that first week as being someone who is smart, but also incredibly fucking stupid. It can be taken differently. Yeah, that's the thing. Is like, if people know me, they know what I'm talking about. They're just like, they know that it just means that like, I'm hanging out, I'm watching their content, I'm having a good time, okay? But then if you don't know me, that comes across as being like, why the fuck? What the fuck is wrong with this person? Yeah, which definitely is how it came across a couple of times when I was at Offkai, and I am reflecting on that. I am reflecting on that. I have sent a whole ass apology to one particular person because I introduced myself in a very bad manner. And yeah, so like if you ever look at yourself and go, wow, why the fuck am I so bad at socializing with people? It's fine. Because you probably didn't tell someone that you stalked them online for a long period of time in your first introduction. So... Oh, I do not expect them to reply. I do not expect them to reply. No. I do not expect them to give me the light of day. I do not expect them to, like, give me any sort of reply or answer or anything. I just, like, needed to be like, I'm so fucking sorry that I am the most fucking awkward bitch on the planet, okay? Yeah, no, I don't expect them to reply to me. I do not. Because, like, looking at the time, I may or may not have been also slightly inebriated. But, like, I'm also just not good at talking to people. So, yeah, and I, like, looked back on it and I was like, I need to apologize for that. Honestly, I've seen worse. You're still fine. Yeah, I know, but it makes me feel bad that I, like, possibly made someone uncomfortable, right? Like, me saying that, sure, that's its own thing. But, like, I just, if I made this person, like, at all uncomfortable, I want them to, like, not feel like there's someone out there, like, waiting for them in the darkness, you know? I don't want to do that. Okay? I don't want to add to the stress of anyone's life. Okay? Life is stressful enough. So that's why I, like, threw that out at the person, because I was like, I'm so sorry. Were they a friend of a friend who... Oh. I know some people who are... I don't know if they're necessarily friends, but they are, like, talking friendly acquaintances with them. So... I thought about, like, maybe getting someone else to reach out, but, like, I don't want to do that because that's like a me problem. That's not a someone else problem. So that's why I wrote out a whole ass apology instead of, like, asking someone else to be like, hey, my friend's an idiot. She says sorry. Yeah. Yeah. Right? Like, I'm the one who made the mistake, so I'm the one who should, like, apologize for it. That's kind of my way of approaching that. Yeah. Hi, nice to meet you. I know all about you. I've been collecting info on you for months. Yeah, that's kind of how it came across. I'm not gonna lie. It was not good. I definitely came across, like, thinking back on it, like, at the time, I thought I was being, like, so cool and sociable. I was so proud of myself, and then I thought about it later, and I was like, oh, help! Yeah. So, you know, it is what it is. I did apologize for it. Because I felt really bad about it. Because, like, I mean, I had the whole fucking spiel last time we talked about Offkai, and I was like, I'm so proud that, like, my community is so good, and, like, I know that none of you, if, like, you ever met me, would ever make me uncomfortable, and I trust that none of you would be, like, weird stalkers, because, like, everyone is so great. And then, like, I go and pull that shit. Like, I didn't stalk anyone, but I probably made them feel like I would, which is not quite as bad, but, like, also not great. Very much the opposite, right? Like, I'm out here like, I'm so glad that you guys would never do that. Like, it makes me feel so comfortable, and like, if I could announce I could go to cons, I would, but like, I can't. But like, and then there's like me turning right the fuck around, like being the weird ass motherfucker. I'm like, god damn it! It's okay, Cyon, it's a learning experience. Yeah, my problem is that like, it wasn't on purpose. In my head, like, I was doing okay until I like thought back on it, and I was like, oh yeah, if someone doesn't know me saying like I'm stalking you is probably not the best. It's probably not the best introduction. The one-time chat does not reflect the streamer, and thank God for that. Thank God for that, honestly. I'm sure they didn't think you stalked them, just followed them online. I certainly hope so. I do certainly hope so. But yeah, like I said, I just wanted to make sure I didn't make them uncomfy. Kind of funny how the rules are reversed here. Yeah, you know, no one said I was... y'all know I'm a simp. No one said I was good at it, okay? You've heard tons of people use stalk in that way. Yeah, and that's the thing, is because, like, I know people who use it in that way. And I use it in the way. But the problem is that anyone who is maybe not as familiar with that, or like doesn't necessarily know me very well, might take it in a not so great way. Yeah. yeah. So especially if they're a bigger, like they're like a well-known content creator. Right? Like if someone said that to me, I would be like, oh, cool, like, what's your favorite thing, right? Whereas, like, I'm sure that if I said that to someone who's, like, had to deal with odd instances, like I talked about some people having to deal with last year, they would probably be like, huh? And it's, like, an immediate red flag. So that's why I was like, oh, okay, I fucked that up. Because I was thinking it from my perspective and not necessarily from, you know... And like, right, like I heard the stories and I told you the stories of like things that other people had to deal with previously. But like, yeah, I didn't necessarily put myself out of me to think about that. It was a bad, bad oopsie poopsie on my part. You have to go to work. Have a good day at work, Razmak. Have a good day at work. The only time the title Phantom is false. Sometimes I wish I could just be a phantom, man. Just like fucking fade into the background. Just drop through the goddamn floor, okay? Oh my lord. It is what it is, though. You've done the my perspective thing before. It's so embarrassing. It really fucking is. I try really hard to be, to like, I do my very best to think outside of myself when I'm approaching situations, which it doesn't really help my anxiety at all. And I'd like to think that usually I'm pretty good with it, but obviously you don't win everything, so... It is what it is. It is what it is, you know? There's only so much you can do. There's only so much I can stress about it. It's already happened. I can't change it now. I've done everything I could to, like, say my thing. And I'm not about to fucking continue to bother them now, because that would just be harassment afterwards. Like, if I kept being like, hey, I'm sorry. Hey, why aren't you answering me? Hey, that would just be fucking harassment. And then I am an actual problem, so... You know, it's one of those things that happened and you just kind of cry about it. Someone should keep a running counter if it is what it is. Yeah, you know, sometimes you need things like that in your life. Gotta pull a if I was in your shoe simulation. No, but see, that's part of the reason that I, like, never tend to talk to people, though, or I'm, like, really, really bad at talking to people, because... I'm like, oh, well, they're busy. They don't have time. I don't want to bother them. I don't want to I don't want to take time out of their day, sort of idea. But I realized that it's not that I realized. I've always known that I'm not socially great. This is no surprise to me. But like, for example, I was, if you were at Offkai and you happen to be a lad, if you happen to be, you know, if Lottie happens to be your Kami-oshi or just your Oshi or whatever, if you happen to have a Lottie sweater and you wore that at Offkai, there is a chance that I took a photo of you and then cropped it so that your head wasn't in it and then sent it to Lottie. Because I was just thinking, like, oh my god, that, like, I would be so happy if we had clothing merch and someone was wearing it. And I was like, oh my god, Lottie's gonna love this. I did, as I said, I did crop everyone's heads off. So I didn't, like, send anyone's faces or anything. It was just, like, me sending her a bunch of people that were wearing her merch. But I did think after the fact, I was like, you know, maybe that's a little weird. Maybe that was a little strange. Signed the doxer? No, like I said, I cut everyone's faces out, okay? All right. I did make sure to not just be randomly sending Lottie photos of like random men, okay? I was, though, this close to going up and asking someone if they were selling Lottie hoodies at the con, because they pulled it out of, like, the bag. Like, it looked like she just, it looked like the person had just bought it. Like, they were pulling it out of, like, the little plastic bag that clothing comes in when it's shipped. So I was like, holy fuck, are they selling Lottie merch here? But then I was like, I can't go up and talk to this person. I can't, because even if this particular person has no fucking clue who I am, which is high chance because Lottie's very comfy cozy and I'm not necessarily that. I was like, but if they are selling them and I go buy one, then I'm certain that other people will also come up and be like, haha, Lottie, am I right? Because she's fucking cute. She's so fucking cute. Oh my god. Also, hello to people coming in who may not be familiar with me. I am talking about how cute VTubers are, once again, and how not great I am at conversationing. But cons are the perfect place to be. Stranger asking about random merch. Yeah, but I was more thinking about, like, even if they were, like, if they did have the merch, like, at that point, I was like, maybe I literally just went back to the vendor's hall to take another look around just in case, rather. Because I was like, okay, if I do buy it, I probably shouldn't wear it to the convention. Just because, like, I don't want to, like, wander around and have eventually someone. Because, like, there were, oh my god, they were so cute. They were so cute. There were people with signs for, like, some of the girlies. I think I saw someone with one for Lottie and one for Chiaki. And, like, people were signing them, and it was like, yeah, like, have you seen my Oshi Lottie? Have you seen my Oshi Chiaki? It was so cute. The co-op booth did have Lottie merch, but I went in there on day one and I didn't see any. I missed it. Man, I was really sad, actually, because I thought that they would have Pixel Link merch because they were doing the meet and greets there. And I was like, oh, this is perfect. I'm gonna go get Pixel Link merch, and then I'm gonna, oh man, it probably came in later in the day. That's terrible. I'm so sad about that. All they had was keychains. You bought one. I did go to the Kawa booth because I was specifically looking for Pixel Link merch. Yeah, because I asked Daya too. I was like, do you think they'll have any Gen 2 merch? And she was like, no, but they might have Gen 1 merch. And I was like, great. So, like, that was the first thing I did is I went to the Kawa booth when I on day one. It was like an hour after the vendor's hall opened. There was a line. We were blocking other tables. I felt incredibly bad. But, like, you know, I did go and I tried to look for Pixel Link merch, and yeah, nothing. I did pick up an Elia standee though. That was really nice. So I've got my Elia standee just chilling back there now. And it's specifically the Off-Kai, the one that was like Off-Kai limited. Yeah. For Elia. And I got a little Elia keychain as well. Yes. An hour, 20 minutes to get into the vendor hall in the first 2 days. The wait was insane. It was absolutely crazy to get into the vendor's hall. Yeah, I went in there a good handful of times, I won't lie. The first time I stood in line, it was actually really fast. I was really, really lucky because it was before the fire marshal came, so it was fucking packed in there. You could barely move. You were shoulder to shoulder. I didn't see much of it all. And then the second time, I went in with a friend who had a vendor's pass because I've said before, one of my friends was in the artist alley. And then the next day, they let me in. I didn't have a vendor's pass, but I was like, hey, I held up food and I was like, I'm bringing this to my friend. She is at this booth. And they were like, yeah, that's fine. Go on in. And so I gave her food and then I walked around the vendor's hall some more. Yeah, and then I also went in on day 3. I literally just was in there every single day because I was trying to like, I didn't have a ton of money after the off collab and with like paying for the flights and stuff to off Kai. So I had to be kind of picky choosy about what I was getting. So I got a handful of standees and a couple other little things. I got a Leora Senpai sticker. So people are saying there wasn't really any V&U merch, which is, yeah, that's very true. But there were a couple of things of Leora Senpai specifically. There was one booth that had stickers and I believe they also had prints. But I did get a Leora Senpai sticker. I'm very sad I didn't get her to sign it, but next time. Yeah. You didn't see it? Oh, that's too bad. Yeah. So I picked up a Leora Senpai sticker. And it would be really nice to be able to have some V&U merch in the artist alley next year, maybe. I'm kind of half debating if I can like bribe my friend. I'm just like half debating. I'm like, can I bribe her to draw merch of us? I have a year. I have to figure it out, right? I've got a year to weaken her resolve to see if she will. To see if she'll draw us and see what I can do there. Yeah. Leora even tweeted she signed some at one. Yeah. She did. And she picked up a bunch of them herself, and then I think she ended up giving them out as well. Yeah. She got a bunch of stickers of herself, and then when people said that they couldn't get one because they sold out, she got one of her mods to hand them out. I believe at the V&U panel is what she said. I'm not 100% certain on that, though. Don't quote me. Yeah. If she does, I'm buying the whole stock. Don't buy the whole stock. That's not how that's supposed to work. But if she did, I think it would be like either stickers or keychains. I don't know if we're cool enough for keychains though. But I figure maybe if I fund them, so that like, right? Like then even if they don't sell, she doesn't make a loss. I feel like I'm trying to like figure out like how can I like bribe her? Like I can commission her for the art and then like fund the keychains. I'm just trying to like figure out how can I like smuggle my way into an artist alley. It's like the opposite of thievery. It's like just very specific placement. Does that count? Do phantom thieves like smuggle their way into places and then put objects in places for people to take? Is that a thing? Can that be a thing? If it's not a thing, we can deal with that, right? Hate to say this, but it's a valid strategy into Artist Alley, right? Right? I'm like, I could. I mean, I was really surprised to see, for example, Tomo said that, or she posted on Twitter that she saw a print of me at, I think it was Anime North, I want to say. I don't remember if that was the con or if it was another one, but yeah. She saw a print of me, and it wasn't that it was for sale of me. It was the VGen booth, which is like a place to go and commission artists. That's like VTuber, pretty VTuber specific. And I was so heckin' surprised. I was like, I have never expected to see myself at a convention that I didn't have to like put pocket myself into, as Zach is saying. Yeah. You know those stickers people put on cars, anime characters peeking over the back window? You want one of those V&U? My friend does make those style of stickers, so that is a possibility. That is a possibility. I personally really like keychains. My keys. Okay, wait. Let me grab my. This is what my keys sound like in my like. They're hefty. Okay. My keychain is hefty. And I have a lot more keychains that are not on there because it sounds like a lot of keys. It's not. It's a lot of anime girls. yeah, it's not necessarily a lot of keys so much as it is as keychains. But it does mean that I'm never losing my keys, because if that falls out of my bag or my pocket or something, that's just hitting the floor. You know, I'm gonna hear that shit immediately. So I'm not worried about that. Also, like, if that falls out of my pocket, I'm gonna feel that shit, right? Yeah, so I really like keychains. I love having keychains. I wish I had better places to put keychains. But like the ones I got this weekend, so for example, the Elia keychain that I got, they're just kind of chilling up on a little shelf. I hollowed out like a little area on the top of one of my shelves to put the couple of standees and things that I bought. Like I told you guys last time, I got standees of Elia, Yumi, Ai, and Poco, and then Maria and Yai buttons, and a Bree keychain, and an Elia keychain, and the Leora sticker. What else did I get up there? Oh yeah, and I have a Nox card up there as well. Nox from Nexus. Yes, from Nexus. Yeah. And then I wanted to get more stuff from V4, but it was all fucking sold out when I went back. Because the reason I have buttons for Maria and Yae is I wanted their standees, but they were sold out. So I bought the display buttons, because that was all that was fucking left. And I really wanted alias stuff too. But there was nothing. There wasn't even buttons left. It was fucking terrible. Yeah. It's like Thor's hammer. Only the worthy will pick up the keys. I guess so. Only the informants can pick up the keys. Yeah. Cyon casually hauling 1 battalion of VTubers in pocket. Yeah, that's kind of what it is. The V4M stuff went fast. Idle too. Yeah. So I was at those tables as they were opening. Yeah, the first time I went past, the staff was setting them up, and I was like, you're not open yet? And they were like, no. And I was like, okay. Oh, I did the idol booth. They had like a little like gotcha, like you turn the thing and it gives you an Oshi card. And I was really hoping that it would be like, I was thinking like, yeah, like Lisa or Tanya or Enya or Poco, but I got Rin Penrose, but I also do enjoy Rin Penrose's stuff. I did used to watch her shorts a lot previously. But she has one of those stream schedules where usually I'm not able to catch when she's streaming. So, you got Roka? Nice. Cyon is in front of the V4M line going, they don't know I'm Cyon Hart. A little bit, yeah. Every time I went up there and like, wow, you really like V4, huh? And I was like, yeah. And when I bought the Yumi standee, I was also like debating. I was like, should I get the Yumi button too? Is that too much? Is that too weird? And I did get the ribbon at the same time. And they were like, you really like Yumi, huh? And I was like, yeah, she's my wife. And I was like, but yeah, thankfully they didn't, because if you guys were there, you know, like you had to show that you followed them to get the ribbons. And they kind of just were like, yeah, okay, never, she's buying standees and shit. She obviously follows them, so they just gave me the ribbons. Which was great, because I really didn't want to have to, like, have a conversation of, like, I can't technically show you that I follow them. And then Leora Senpai, when she was like popped in for the one moment, was like, you're an idiot. You know that you could just like make an account to follow them, right? And I was like, yeah, I know that theoretically I could do that, but that would mean that I would need to know another password, and I don't want to have to do that, so I'm not gonna. So I just had to have weird conversations with people instead, which, you were just lazy, weren't you? Yeah, that's exactly what it was. I was like, I would have to, you know, I would have to, go back and forth between the accounts, and I would forget, and then I would tweet something stupid on the wrong account or something, you know? So like, that's too much effort. I do, like, I would have, like, there's places I could have followed instead, but, like, so much effort. It's so much effort. Oh my god. It also feels like you're lying a bit. It does. And I'm not great at that. Even, even, like, the Nexus booth. If you don't know Nexus, they're like the Battle Royale VTuber company. No, they're technically not like a VTuber corporation. I believe they're like a VTuber academy or something is what they said. But they had a period where they were only able to stream on AniLive, which is an app specifically designed for like Zatsu streaming and stuff. And so they were streaming on there. And I do follow one of their girls, Nox, because she usually streams like when I'm like wandering home from Raccoon World work, or if I'm in bed and I can't sleep after a stream or something. Yeah. So I have been in her chat and chilled and hung out with her before, and she's very nice. So I wanted to get her card, but the only way to get them was to get the entire pack of cards, and to do that you had to like show that you took a picture and tweeted the booth. Which I still have to do, I suppose. Or at least I have to post her card. But to post things from real life, I have to go through staff, and staff is on weekend right now. It's a problem. Yeah. So, but I had to like convince this guy. Like, hey, can I promise I'll do this later? And they were like, no, I can show you how to do it. And I was like, no, like I can't. Like, I will get in trouble. I'm not allowed. And they were like, oh, you don't have a Twitter? Here, let me show you. And I was like, no. No, that's not it. I was like, please, you're staffing a small corpo booth. Please pick up what I'm putting down. It's like, it's not that I don't want to, right? And it's not that like I would be against tweeting it. My problem is staff would be so fucking mad at me if I said something before I was not there anymore. I am afraid of getting bonked, okay? I might be a fully adult Tanuki, but I am afraid of authority figures. Not police, but other authority figures, okay? So please, I can only explain this to you in so many ways. Eventually, they did catch on, and they gave me the deck of cards, and I won't lie, the only talent that I actually follow is Nox. So I've got a deck of cards minus, she's the 7 of spades, I guess. I've got the rest of the deck of cards that I could actually play cards with, but she's on display. Yeah. Have a good night, Nas. Have a good night. Yeah. Don't bite the hand that feeds, right? Don't want to do that. That's danger. Sometimes I do skirt the line of danger. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I do the ask for forgiveness thing. But if there has already been a statement about it, I'm not about to fucking try that water, because look, I already know that they look at me and they're like, dude, what the fuck are you doing, right? Look, I understand that I have a big mouth. I understand that I am out here just saying random bullshit all the time, okay? And as much as like I do my best to like not skirt the line too hard, I do know that every once in a while I do kind of reach out and poke that line. So I do need to make sure that if there are hard and fast rules, I am following them, you know? Cyan already gets beat up by staff enough, no need for more. Exactly. Cyan's a loose cannon. I don't know if I'm a loose cannon. I'm just me. I just say things, you know? I'm not afraid to argue is the other problem. I think, I've said this before, but like, coming into it, I think that they thought that they were getting, a mature office lady, One-san type person, And instead, I mean, I can do that. I can for sure do that, which is why they thought so. But if you push me enough, I instead will just be an aggressive gremlin. I'm a Tanuki, so yeah. So I already push them in a lot of other ways. I don't need to push them by breaking the couple of rules that they actually do properly set out for us. Yeah. Yeah. Are you still submitting the OST games to the perms list, or is Gen 4 and 5 caught up? Wait, what? What? I don't know what they mean. And yeah, they were incorrect, Phantom. You are right. And Advisory Man, thank you for the 8 months. I appreciate it. Thank you. Can you have birthday chew? I don't think I've ever given out birthday chews before. You can have birthday wishes. You can have birthday song. Are those sufficient? Or will those do? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Paizuri. Happy birthday to you. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, staff didn't necessarily get exactly what they... To be fair, the way that I presented myself was not... Sure, I interviewed as professional because I went in being like, this is a professional job. This is my first time in the human world, and I need to present myself as a human, even if I am not a human, you know? But like everything else they saw for me in that entire process was just me. So they can't completely blame me, okay? I did not at any given point be like, yes, hello, I am mature Tanuki. I know very well that I am incredibly immature for my age, okay? I highly understand that. I am not out here saying that, yes, hello, I am a cool and suave and soft-spoken, mature woman. I am none of those things. So it's, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. And Vigor, thank you for the soup. Wait, Cyon is not a mature office lady? Bye, everyone. I mean, in one sense of those words, technically, I am, I guess, if you count mature as being age-related instead of personality-related, and office lady in terms of works a day job in the raccoon world. But when you think of like the mature office lady trope, that certainly is not me. And when you think of like the stereotypical person that you're thinking goes into that particular spot, right? Like, I'm not out here kind of talking like this all the time and making sure that everyone is doing okay and making sure to sort of stop any sort of conflict that's happening. I mean, I will do those things. I obviously do care that people are doing well, and I want the best for everyone that's in my life. And I do, at times, try to stem conflict. But I generally don't fucking sound like that. And I'm not above swearing, and I'm certainly not above chaos. So, like, sure, some of the tropes can still hit, right? Like, I'll still be, like, caring and doting to some extent. But, like, it's I'm the weird aunt archetype, okay? Like, I'm not the, like, cool, older, doting One-san. That's simply just not who I am as a person. Sometimes I wish I was, you know? Sometimes I wish I was. Like that, I feel like that would be great. That would make my life so much easier if I was just like a really cool, soft-spoken, like mature woman. And instead, the only thing mature about me is like the same way that if you mature cheese, it means that it's older. That's it. That is it, you know? I can pretend well enough, I guess. You can curse on the company phone. I'm sure that they don't appreciate it, but... You're the one supporting character in OL manga that's energetic. I really fucking am. There's an absolute 0% chance that I will ever be the main character in that style of a manga. I will always be the strange side character or like the best friend that's helping support them through some sort of crisis. And I'm okay with that. I don't want to be the main character. I simply just don't. Oh my god. You're back on your second account that doesn't follow just old. I don't know. I'm assuming it's office ladies and not olds ladies because like I'd belong in that first account anyway then. Yeah. You usually like the side character? Yeah. I could pretend to be more mature than I feel on the inside, but you know what? Fuck it. I am who I am, and I've decided that that's good enough. Some people won't think that that's good enough, and that's fine. That just means that I'm not for them. I'm not their flavor, and that's okay. We talked about that before too, right? There's a, oh my god, if everyone was the same, oh my god, that'd be terrible. I'm so glad that there's like 1.5 million different types of VTubers, different types of personalities, different types of content. I love that, okay? If it was all the same, it would be so boring. It'd be so terrible. And like, not everyone likes the same thing, obviously. Not everyone likes the same thing, and I'm perfectly okay with that. And I'm very okay with being a side character. I've told this to the other, I don't know if I've said this to you guys, but I've told this to like every other girly that I'm close with, so all the Oracle girlies, some of the girlies outside. I'm very much of the mindset of like, I want to support other people, and I hope that they like get really, really big and do really, really well, and they become like a household names in terms of VTubers. Like if Suri would blow up, or like if Meeta would like just shoot for the stars, or like, you know, Maeve or Yumi or Daya, I would sit there and be like, fuck yes. What do you need? Do you need anything from me? Do you need to like rant about anything? Do you like need any support anywhere? Do you need help planning anything? Like, I'm there. I don't want that for me. I am perfectly content. I'm perfectly content here, chilling and like being able to like talk to everyone who comes into my community, and like I like knowing who people are. I like recognizing names in chat, which I know is kind of like a weird thing. But I don't know. I mean, obviously, I would not be like sad, sure, if our community grew a whole bunch or whatever. Like, I would not be like, this is stupid. But I'm also perfectly content. I'm perfectly content right where we are, because like, I've said this 1.5 million times. I feel like I'm incredibly lucky to be able to have the community that I do, and you guys are all absolutely fantastic, and it makes me really happy to see people come back and to see names again and to hang out. So, yeah. Battle Rangers, well, thank you for the soup. I appreciate it. Silly office lady by day, flashy thief by night, but still silly. Yes, exactly. Yeah, I mean, if people hang around long enough, it's weird. It's not weird to recognize names. Yeah, that's also very true. But yeah, like, I'm perfectly content being like a supporting character in someone else's story. I'm perfectly content with exactly where I am right now, honestly. Which probably, hopefully staff never sees this. But like, yeah, I don't know. I'm just here to have a good time. I love being able to talk to people, and I don't know. It is what it is, right? It is what it is. 8 months felt real quick. It really fucking does, man. It feels like we've A, been here forever, but also B, it feels like we just debuted last month. And instead, our 1-year anniversary is coming up in like 2 months here. Like almost exactly 2 months. Like just under 2 months. We will have been here on YouTube, like at post debut, for a year. which is insane. It's absolutely crazy. And if you think about it, I don't know, I don't remember exactly when we started posting content. I need to figure that out now. Because before we debuted, we had like a good month of like Twitter and posting stuff in shorts and stuff, right? I don't remember exactly how long ago that was though. Let me see if this has 10 months ago. Yeah. So just about a month before that, essentially. Yeah. And everyone who went to Offkai last year already knew that we existed. So it's been a year since the public knew that Oracle was going to be around. Yeah. So it's crazy. It's crazy. Around late June, no? Yeah, I think we got our Twitter accounts first, and then we started posting shorts content on YouTube and stuff. And then yeah. It's been a wild ride. It's been fucking crazy. And to think that it's almost been a year, but it feels both incredibly long and incredibly short at the same time, which is, it's been nice. It's been good. Yeah. Da. And I did see someone as well being like, if you ever blow up, you better remember the OGs. Fucking obviously. I don't know. I feel like that's one thing, right? That if you have a community, no matter what, even if you like, I'm sure that even like, if I think of like bigger indies, like Tricky or Chibidoki or like Bao or Shy Lily or any of those guys, I'm sure that they all can remember when they had like a Twitch average chat of like, 5 to 20 people, right? I'm certain that they still would be able to recognize those people if they showed up, even now that they've got thousands and thousands of people watching them every single stream. Because, like, those are the people who supported you no matter what, like, from the very beginning. And obviously that doesn't mean that people who come in later are not worth anything. That's not at all what that means. That means that those people have been able to find you because other people have been supporting you. So that's another thing that I find weird, is when people are like, oh, I've known this person forever, I'm better than you. That's also weird to me. Don't fucking do that. But it's one of those things where it's, like, you're gonna remember them because they've been there and they were supporting you even when, like, it was hard for you to feel like you were doing okay, Because I know that a lot of streamers, that's kind of the feeling there, right? But just because they've been around forever and ever does also not mean that they're any more important in the community than, for example, a more recent regular who's come in and is also enjoying the content and engaging with the community and having a good time. I think that that's the most... I'm biased, obviously, because that's the way that I enjoy supporting creators. I think that, like, being able to just engage with the community and like, as long as you're having a good time and you're not making the place any worse, I think that that's great. I think that that's fantastic. Yeah. You remember being surprised by that flyer advertising Oracle last year? Man, I got one of those, but I don't know where it went. I got one of my friends last year to bring me the Oracle flyer from Offkai, and it's gone. It's gone. I don't know where it is. The oldest tweet you see from July 23rd. Okay, so we were released in July. All right, so we were making content for a good hot second before that. Yeah. There was a flyer? There was a flyer. There was indeed a flyer. Yeah. And have a good night, Battle Ranger. The late night streams for EST. I'm so sorry. Have a good night, though. Get good rest. And Frozen Frog, thank you for the soup. I appreciate it. Tanuki time and talk tax. Thank you for the talk tax. Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm always glad to see... I think it's always nice to see people pop in for the first time finding a stream, or like, you know, you see their name and they're saying like, hi, like I've just found you, like what do you do? And then you see them come back and come back and come back. And that's such a nice feeling, honestly. It really is. It's, I know that like, I know that this isn't everyone, obviously, but I've seen that there's a lot of people who like think that like things that a chat member doesn't affect a streamer, or that like you don't matter, or that like no one knows that you're around in the community. And I've said this before too, but like things that are read in chat, like things that I see you guys say really do matter. Like when I've been having bad days and I've come in stream and I see nice messages, like it makes me incredibly happy. Like part of the reason that I haven't taken many long vacations, all the vacations that I have taken have been for off collabs. It's because you guys are like very much a bright spot in my day, and I really do enjoy coming and hanging out and streaming and playing games and just seeing you guys. And like it's very much like it's something that I cannot explain how much I appreciate having you guys around. And so like I know that sometimes for sure it can feel like it's not like you don't make a difference, but like honestly, even if your streamer doesn't say shit, I can they will fucking notice. They will. Cause like I know that I tell you guys all the time that like, you know, I appreciate having you guys, cause I want you guys to know that that's very much the case. But like I know that Meeta tells her chat that they're stupid and things like that, but like I also have inside knowledge that she really appreciates her customers. So, you know, don't tell her I told you though. Don't tell her I told you. Also, Nate, thank you for the soup. I will hydrate. I do have water. Yum. Delicious. Nom 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 nom. I will not fix my posture though, because I've just found a position that's incredibly comfortable with how my back is feeling. Although I'm near certain that if you guys saw me right now, you'd be really fucking mad that I'm considering this a good posture. Yeah, tomorrow when we do art on stream, I could draw out how I'm sitting right now, and you guys would be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? What the hell is wrong with you? Croissant looking spine. No, actually my back is pretty upright. I am slightly tilted to the left though. But my left leg is bent at the knee and I'm sitting on my own foot but with my right butt cheek. And my right leg is up like 90 degrees and my knee is pressed between my chest and the desk with the rest of my calf going towards the right, and it's just at like parallel level with my hip, but I'm standing on the tippy toe. So I definitely look incredibly convoluted right now. This description is hard to picture. Yeah, I know. I'm sitting, just assume I'm sitting real fucking weird. I very often am sitting interestingly. Yeah. I'm very much sitting interestingly. Yeah. But I'm not a shrimp. My back is actually straight up and down for the most part right now. A fellow foot sitter? Yeah. I sit on my feet like 99% of the time, and if I'm not sitting on my feet, I am like perched on my feet. So I do like Asian squat in my computer chair while gaming. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes. Like half crisscross. Sometimes I'll sit crisscross applesauce in my chair. Yeah. The butt is the feet warmer, in part. Yeah. Yeah. I very much don't sit properly in chairs. I hardly sit properly in the chair when I'm at Raccoon World day job. I did the very first year I worked there, I sat properly. And then I got comfortable, and now I'm like, no one's gonna judge me. They might judge me, but they're fucking used to it at this point. Sometimes I sit in the chair sideways and I put my knee on the armrest, like over top, and I just am completely sideways in the chair. Because then if you lean back, sometimes you can get your back to crack on the other armrest. Yeah. And Doom King, thank you for this super. Currently enjoying floor time. I love floor time. I wish I could floor time right after this. But I have to do recording tonight. I have recordings to do tonight. So. Yeah, and I actually have to get them done because I've already gotten an extension on them. So I have to do work tonight. So I don't get to have floor time until I'm done. Terrible. Record from the floor for authenticity. Oh, the dream. Alas, though, I would have to drag my entire computer setup down onto the floor, and that's not great because the bunnies definitely would eat it. So, yeah. Yeah. It is what it is, though. It is what it is. Floor time except dust and vacuuming sucks. Yeah, I haven't vacuumed in a hot second, I'm not gonna lie. I did sweep all the floors, but I came back from the off collab and off Kai and I was really tired, so I didn't bother vacuuming this week, so they're a little bit bonus dusty. But I did sweep with the dustpan because the dustpan was on the floor and then I was on the floor, and so I was like, okay, yay. They probably see you shrug and secretly try to copy you. The buns? No, they like to sit on top of me. They very often like to sit on top of me. I have so many photos that I've tried to take of them, and they're like just chilling. They're just chilling on me for no reason. Sometimes when I'm just sitting on the floor crisscross, sometimes if I'm laying down, they sit on my lower back or my butt. Every once in a while, they try to eat my pants, and it's terrible because I only have so many pants. Anyway. Okay. Oh, it looks like Suri's just about to end. So I think we should go raid into Suri so that we can have one big raid into someone else. I think that that's a great way to do it. Also, it does mean that I can actually, I can force myself to actually do the work that I was supposed to do today, and then I pushed off and I was like, I'll do it after stream, and now I'm like, I don't want to do it. Yeah. And the bunnies were so fucking mad at me when I got home from the oh my god, they were so absolutely fucking terrible. But we are gonna raid into Suri because it looks like she's ending, but I want her to play one more game because I want to hear her sweet, sweet, adorable voice. So thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out with me. I will see those of you who are interested in coming and watching the member stream tomorrow at 4 p.m. PST. We'll be playing some Minecraft, and hopefully a bunch of you guys will join me. And then also we have an art and working stream afterwards tomorrow. So we've got 2 streams. So I will see you guys hopefully then. Okay. Yes. Sayonara. Bye-bye.